Need a solid defense to protect what matters most. That's where Farm Bureau Insurance of Tennessee comes in. With a commitment to fast, personal service and local agents who feel like family, Farm Bureau Insurance ensures you're never facing life's challenges alone. Score peace of mind with Farm Bureau Insurance, the official insurance of the Vols. They're more than just an insurance company, they're your line of defense. Get a free quote at FBITN.com.
I love playing sports, especially for my school. And that's because school sports are special. It's where it's safe to fail. It's where we're taught resilience, where our fear becomes confidence. It's where we learn to get back up after every fall. School sports are where 7.8 million students go from I can't to I can.
This message presented by the TSSAA and the Tennessee Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
You're listening to Murphy's Matchups. Once again, Murphy Fair.
Thanks, Doug. Our fifth and final segment, as it always does, deals with West Tennessee and Division II games. Only a pair of games at the 6A level in Memphis. Both are Thursday night games. I'm going with the visiting team in both contests. Houston should have no trouble with Arlington, and Germantown should easily get past Bartlett. In 5A, just a couple of games there as well. Apparently, West Tennesseans are big fans of fall break in Week 8 of the regular season. Munford should have no trouble at Brighton. That's a Thursday game. And I think Memphis Central easily disposes of Manassas. In 4A, Haywood should have an easy time.
Here we go! Let's get moving! Richmond, 96 Let's do it tonight! Let's go get it! And you know what time it is, baby!
Welcome to the most exciting high school football coverage in Tennessee.
Across the 35 to the 40, still on his feet, still going to the 45 to the 40, to the 35 to the 30, down the far sideline to the 20, to the 10. He'll take it all the way for the touchdown.
Over 20 years of high school football coverage for Middle Tennessee. It's the MidState Checkdown High School Football Game of the Week.
Looking to throw this time. This time he is going to go long. He's got a man wide open. From the 30 to the 20 to the 10 to the end zone. Touchdown.
Exclusively on your home for the best high school football coverage in Tennessee. WNSR, Nashville's first 24-hour sports station.
1 second left. From 26 yards out, high snap. Kick is on the way and it's blocked. It is blocked into the end zone, and we are going to overtime.
The MidState Checkdown High School Football Game of the Week is presented by
Freeman Webb, Wesley Mortgage, Medical House Calls, Omni Nashville Hotel, Strike and Spare Family Fun Center.
Now, here's your WNSR MidState Checkdown High School Football broadcast crew, Coach Pete Cordelli and Joe Fisher.
Two of the historically successful Division II programs in the Mid-State collide tonight as the Mid-State Checkdown High School Football Game of the Week brings us to Lipscomb Academy. The Mustangs host the Big Red of Montgomery Bell Academy. I'm Joe Fisher saying hello from the broadcast booth on a perfect evening here in Nashville. Joined by Coach Pete Cordelli in the booth as always. MBA is 3-4 on the season, and after losing their starting quarterback early in the season to injury, they have handed the keys of the offense off to a true freshman.
They sure have. Charlie Werner has taken over for Hugh Price. Price was 6'5", 190, broke his collarbone in the first series of the first game, but Werner has come in and played extremely well behind this senior offensive line with the senior running back, who we're going to call his name a lot tonight, in Brooklyn Davis. And Werner has done an excellent job of moving this offense for MBA.
Now, Lipscomb Academy is 1-5. That record could be a little bit deceiving. They've played top teams out of Florida, out of Alabama. They've played Baylor and Ensworth. They've got a young quarterback.
They really do. Tonight, an 8th grader, Ty Snell, will get the start. He's 13 years old, Joe. He's not going to turn 14 until December. So the most important position on the field, we have an 8th grader and a 9th grader manning both offenses for these teams tonight. But it's going to be fun to see how these two young guys operate on this big stage.
And be curious to see how these coaches call this game for those young men. Adam Johnson, our on-site producer, engineer, as always. Will Brown will host our halftime show from the studio with Hal on the board back there as well. Our Greg Pogue visited with tonight's head coaches, Marty Uverard of MBA, Jamie Graham of Lipscomb Academy. We'll hear from them next on the MidState Checkdown High School Football Game of the Week on WNSR, Nashville Sports Radio.
Are you a victim of the timeshare trap and think there's no way out? I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group, the original timeshare cancellation expert. And I'm here to tell you that there is a way out. All you need to do is give my office a call. I will send you a timeshare exit information kit absolutely free, explaining how the timeshare industry works and your options for cancellation.
Call now for your free info kit, 800-328-9696. That's 800-328-9696.
When the arena lights dim for a concert, or when the crowd becomes one at a big game, you can almost feel like you're the biggest fan. But who's your biggest fan? It's the person that will get you home safely after a night of drinking. It's the person who looks out for your life to make sure you leave the stadium with someone sober. This could be a designated driver or someone who offers to get you a ride share. Because in Tennessee, fans don't let fans drive drunk. Brought to you by the Tennessee Highway Safety Office, a division of the Tennessee Department of Safety and Homeland Security.
With more than 18,000 apartments, Freeman Webb apartment communities must be managed with expertise. Professionals who care about the quality of your residence, upkeep, cleanliness, and safety. Freeman Webb is affiliated with the most dynamic realtors in Nashville and the surrounding areas. Whether your needs are commercial or residential, their highly trained realtors will assist you in attaining all of your real estate goals. Since 1979, when founded by Bill Freeman and Jimmy Webb, and now led by Bob Freeman, visit freemanwebb.com to find out so much more.
School sports are played by humans, coached by humans, and officiated by humans. So the next time you're sitting in the stands at a school athletic event, please remember this and maintain your humanity, especially when it comes to judging and critiquing athletes, coaches, and officials. Please show your fellow humans some respect. They'll appreciate your empathy.
This message presented by the TSSAA and the Tennessee Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Man, I loved playing high school sports growing up. And it's fun being a fan now, don't get me wrong, but sitting in the stands feels like I'm missing out on all the action, I wanted to get back in the game, so I signed up to be a high school official. It takes me back to my playing days. I'm supporting students, and I get paid to make the big calls. Do you want to see the game up close? Sign up to become an official in Tennessee at highschoolofficials.com.
It's the NFL on Sports USA, and we're a mile high as the Los Angeles Chargers head to the mountains to take on the Denver Broncos. The Bolts are electric thanks to Justin Herbert and a lad named McConkey.
McConkey again, and how he kept his feet in, I have no idea.
Denver has a new sheriff in town leading the Broncos, the rookie Bo Nix. It's the Chargers at the Broncos this Sunday on Sports USA.
Coverage starts at 2:30, live on WNSR Nashville Sports Radio.
Welcome back to the MidState Checkdown High School Football Game of the Week. Here again, Joe Fisher and Coach Pete Cordelli.
We're joined now by MBA coach Marty Uverard. Hello, Marty. What's up, buddy?
Hey, Greg. How you doing, man?
Doing well. I know the record isn't what you would like it to be or what you're used to for it to be, but this game still has playoff implications, correct?
Oh, yeah, for us, for sure. It's a big game, not only for playoffs, just for hopefully the progress we've made throughout the season.
Well, and your quarterback Hugh Price gets hurt in the very first game, and you go to a freshman quarterback. Tell me about that progress, but just where your team is right now.
Yeah, Charlie Verner stepped in the third quarter of the first game against Pearl Cone and played lights out, really helped us win that football game early on. And then he's been progressing, Greg, throughout this whole season. Obviously, maybe the playbook has shrunk a little bit, but he's gotten better each week. He's a competitor. He's a tough kid, and he's really played well the last couple of games, and really minimized our turnovers. But really proud of a freshman like him stepping into the role he had to, and competed this whole way through for Hugh being out this long.
Is Hugh coming back soon?
Yeah, there's a possibility, strong possibility for sure. Just maybe after fall break, we play this Friday against Lipscomb, and then we're off the following week, and then we play Baylor and Brentwood Academy, our last two regular season games. So there's a possibility maybe we get him back. I think it's he's throwing now. It's just a matter of do they feel like he can take a hit, and just making sure that he's not going to just re-injure it by taking a hit.
Marty, when you look at Lipscomb Academy, what do you have to do to be successful?
They are really talented in a lot of positions. They have a really good overall receiving corps. Do a great job with quick screens. They take their shots. But ultimately, they want to run inside zone, split zone, a little outside zone, and use those big offensive linemen they have. I think they're the only, not the only, but they're one of the teams that you look at around the state that you look at their schedule and you go, oh my gosh, look who they played. They're like us a lot. We think we have a really tough schedule this year, and obviously they do as well. But defensively, I think they do. They've been close in several of these games. Obviously, their record's not where they would want it to be either, but they've been close in some really good competition. And I think we can't turn it over for sure. We have to establish some drives and keep their offense off the field, and hopefully score some points.
Lipscomb Academy football coach Jamie Graham with us.
How are you?
Doing well. We were just talking to Marty. The records don't say necessarily what these two teams have been and what they will most likely be, but there's still a lot to play for this time of the year in that region.
Oh, yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, man, it's only just now getting started. And so, you look at the records, they're 3-2, we're 1-5 right now. But, I mean, you look at the opponents we played against, you look at the things that both teams have been through, and you're like, goodness gracious, these two teams are really good. And I like to see them play against each other. So it's a really good matchup tomorrow. I'm excited to coach against him. I've been knowing him for a very long time. Maybe he didn't know who I was, but I know who he is. And so it's just an honor to be able to be on the same field as him.
How do you keep it together? Because of the change, and we know the inherited situation that you have with the probation of a year from whatever that is. How do you feel about it right now? Because it seems like the kids are responding.
Oh, we can only control what we can control at the end of the day. And so, I just tell those boys, man, you're playing for something. I know it's not a state championship. I know there's no playoff. But you're playing for memories. You're playing for brotherhood. You're playing for your name. You're playing for the name on the front of the jersey and the one that's on the back. And so just to go out there and play for pride and understand that, hey, we know that this is a situation. We're not going to worry about this situation. All we can do is focus on what we can control, and that's to go out there and practice hard every single day, be the best students we can be the best young men we can be, and then go out on Friday nights and enjoy the process and see what happens.
When you look at MBA, what do you do to be successful?
Oh, I think it's all the little things. I think it's what I say every single week, every time we play. It's being disciplined. They're an extremely disciplined team. It's being extremely detailed because they're going to be exactly where you want them to be every single time. And then I think it's just about making plays. It's making the play that you know you can make, right? It's doing your job and being the best that you can be in your role. And so I think if we do those things, just because I know they're going to do it, I know they're going to be where they need to be. They're going to have every detail down. And so it's going to be a game where you're going to look up and you're going to say, goodness gracious, these two teams are really going at it. And I think it's going to be because both teams are well prepared for one another. And I think that's going to be awesome.
Hey, the next time you need urgent care, instead of sitting in a dreaded waiting room, call Medical House Calls to give you the care you need in the comfort of your home, office, or wherever you are. Medical House Calls treats everything an urgent care can and provides a variety of preventative health care services, including IV therapy, NAD, and a cutting-edge weight loss program that is proven to work. Medical House Calls delivers the highest quality care for children, adults, and seniors. Scheduling appointments is super easy. Go to medicalhousecalls.com, medicalhousecalls.com, and click on Schedule an Appointment. It's that easy. Medical House Calls. The nearest clinic is where you are.
Hey, Hey, this is Greg Pugin. While Nashville might be changing and shifting around us, the inner soul and vibe of the city remains vibrant and very much alive. Take an iconic location like Roy's Meat Service in East Nashville. It's the place around the corner with the finest prime meats and amazing meals served by wonderful people and anything else you might need without going to the big box store. Roy's Meat Service is a preferred caterer of the Nashville Cats. Give them a call at 615-227-2583 or visit roymeatservice.com.
It's the MidState Checkdown High School Football Game of the Week. Joe Fisher with play-by-play and Coach Pete Cordelli with color analysis. Now down to the field, and here is Joe Fisher.
Lipscomb Academy and MBA tonight from Lipscomb Academy. Joe Fisher, Pete Cordelli with you. The MBA Big Red won the toss. They deferred, so the Mustangs will get the football to open play. They'll move left to right. Two of the simplest, cleanest uniform looks
Yes.
you're going to have. Lipscomb purple jerseys, pants, white numerals, dark helmets. MBA white jerseys and pants with the red numerals and red helmets. And we're about set to get underway. MBA 3-4 on the season. Lipscomb Academy 1-5 against a very difficult schedule. And the kick is on the way. And it will be fielded at the 1, to the 5, to the 10, right up the middle of the 15, to the 20, still on his feet to the 24-yard line, where the Mustangs will start 1st and 10 on the return by Drew Patterson. The quarterback, if you're just joining us, is 13 years old. Ty Snell, 5'10", 136, getting the start tonight. His offensive line, Adair, Hicks, Bass, Gooden, and Hacker, they have some size, including a 340-pound right guard. Running back is Drew Patterson, who returned the opening kickoff. Wide receivers Cam Blivens, Carter Kilberg, T.J. Briggs. H-back is their leading receiver, Lex Baskin. First down for the Mustangs from their own 24-yard line. Shotgun formation. They'll hand off, bouncing it to the right to the 30, still on his feet, to the 35-36 for a first down is Patterson with the carry, and a nice gain of 12 yards on the opening play.
Drew Patterson is one good running back. Lipscomb Academy goes unbalanced that time, Joe. They have 4 blockers to the right. Patterson starts up inside like he's going to run inside zone and then bounces it out around the corner. Excellent run by Drew Patterson on first down.
MBA with a 3-4 defensive set. First down for the Mustangs from their 36-yard line, just underway. Man in motion right to left. And now the quarterback Snell saying, no, you need to go back to the other side. Sets back up in the slot. Now Patterson moves to the left shoulder. Takes the snap in the shotgun. Looks left, comes right. Tried to set up a screen on the right side. Did so. 40, 45, 50 down the sideline. 45, 40. Cuts it back 30. Back 25. 20 still on his feet. And finally dragged out of bounds at the 16-yard line.
That's Bo Strickland, who started in motion going right to left, then came back into the short side of the field. Nice, easy throw right there to start off for Ty Snell. And how about the run after catch by Bo Strickland?
Boy, from the 36 to the 16-yard line, 52 yards on the gain, and first down from the 16. So the Mustangs in red zone early. 2 wideouts left, 1 right. Snell in the gun. Takes the snap, fires left side. Pass is caught at the 16, 15, 10, tackled at the 7-yard line. That's a quick pass and showed a nice arm, a long throw all the way to the left sideline.
Yeah, ball's on the right hash. He throws it to the left boundary and puts the ball right on the receiver. Gain of 9.
Carter Kilberg with the catch. Gain of 9. Second down and 1. Going quickly. Patterson up the middle. Right up the gut into the end zone. Touchdown, Lipscomb Academy. What an impressive opening drive.
Yes, sir. Inside zone. Drew Patterson's on the right, comes back across to the left side. He runs between Weston Hicks, the left guard, and Sloan Bass right up the A-gap into the end zone untouched.
Came in with 341 yards rushing. That's his 3rd rushing touchdown of the season. And the Mustangs march it right downfield. Now on for the extra point, which is up. And it is good, and that is number 35 who handled the kicking duties. That is Ryan Jung. And an outstanding start for the homestanding Mustangs of Lipscomb Academy. 10:33 left opening quarter. Mustangs 7, MBA nothing on WNSR, Nashville Sports Radio.
Hey Nashville, start your day the right way with Bongo Java Cafe, located in the lobby of the Omni Nashville Hotel. Bongo Java is Nashville's oldest local coffee company. Get your day started with a freshly baked muffin and wash it down with a hot cup of dark roast or hair of the dog blend. With free Wi-Fi, you can get some work done while enjoying a toasted breakfast sandwich. Beat the traffic, treat yourself at Bongo Java Cafe, located in the lobby of the Omni Nashville Hotel, 5th Avenue, downtown Music City.
Hey, college football fans, Bill King here. Listen to Ole Miss Evie Friday mornings at 7 on The Bill King Show. You're listening to the MidState Checkdown High School Football Game of the Week. Here's Joe Fisher and Coach Pete Cordelli.
Thank you very much, Bill King. 76-yard scoring drive by Lipscomb Academy on the opening possession. Took less than a minute and a half to do it. And they have a 7-0 lead. And the kickoff now to MBA is a short one, angled far side field and at the 20. By an up man, 25-30, 33-yard line, where the Big Red will start 1st and 10. Their quarterback is a freshman, Charlie Werner, 5'10", 140. Good passing percentage, 27 of 35 on the season for 363 yards. He is surrounded by veterans. Offensive line, all seniors. Ori, Seaveking, Trainer, Smith, Drake. Wide receiver, senior Lucas. Wide receiver, H-back, senior Hutchinson. Wide receiver, junior Abear. Tight end, senior Shirley. So first down from their own 33-yard line. Under center, handoff, bouncing it to the left and going nowhere is the running back, the senior Brooklyn Davis. Outstanding pursuit defensively, leading the charge. Bo Strickland got back there as well to make the tackle for a gain, or actually a loss of a yard on the play, back to the 32.
Yeah, MBA comes out with 4 blockers to the left and 3 to the right. I mean, they were balancing them up that time, but excellent read by the linebacker to get downhill to make that tackle.
4-3 defense for the Mustangs. After the loss of 1, 2nd down and 11. Rare to see a quarterback go up under center like this, but they'll take the snap that way. Play action fake, Werner being chased. Rolls right, throws incomplete. His receiver, his intended receiver, Fletcher Shirley, fell down. He was saying he was tackled, but there is no flag. It's 3rd and 11.
Yeah, excellent pressure that time from Amir Leonard Jean Charles, the defensive tackle who's committed to West Virginia for the Lipscomb Academy Mustangs.
We're going to call him LJC. What are we going to?
We can,
okay.
Yes. But I'm going to call him Amir.
Amir, that's good too.
When I was here coaching, that's what I known him as, and Amir committed to West Virginia University.
3rd and 11. Ball at the NBA 32-yard line. Shotgun formation. Mustangs rush 4. Werner fires pass caught on the slant. 30, 40-yard line. Tackled shy of the first down. He'll be a couple of yards shy of the first down on the reception by Nicholas Lucas. And now an early decision from Artie Uverard. Do you go for this on 4th and 2 in your own territory? And the answer, I think, is no.
Lucas was the outside receiver, ran a 3-step slant. The inside guy cleared out. Lucas came underneath, and he comes up 2 yards short of the first down. Yeah, you don't want to give Lipscomb Academy great field position here if you don't make it.
Strickland will go back to receive the punt, standing back at the 26-yard line. High snap. Punter comes down with it. This is a beauty. Strickland drifting back inside the 20, makes the catch at the 18, is hemmed in there. Make it back to the 22, and that's about all. But a very nice punt there by Ronit Chandra. But that will give the Mustangs the ball, 1st and 10, leading by a score of 7-0. This is a Mustangs team opened up with a loss to First Academy of Orlando, Florida, 28-23. Lost to Thompson School out of Alabaster, Alabama, then beat Briarcrest, then lost to Baylor, lost to Innsworth, lost to Christian Brothers. Not an easy schedule they have run so far.
Not at all.
First down for the Mustangs. Play action fake, dumped into the flat, caught 25 to the 30, hammered at the 33-yard line on the reception, and a nice quick gain close to a first down. Catch made by Brady Wilkerson.
Run pass option that time as 32, Zach Crockett is in at running back now. Crockett was going right to left. They fake it to him. They bring the tight end, the Y back, across left to right in the flat. Nice, easy throw again for the 8th grader, Ty Snell.
And he hit it for 10 yards. They did move the chains for the first down. Snell, play action this time, looking. Now flushed. Breaks one tackle, throws the ball away. There's nobody in the vicinity.
That's going to be intentional.
I would think there's the flag. Yeah, there's nobody in the ballpark there. He was not out of the tackle box. He got it across the line of scrimmage, but there was no receiver anywhere close.
I understand what he's trying to do, not take the sack, but everybody, the ball's on the right hash. All the receivers has gone to the wide side of the field, and he just turned and threw it. But, again, young guy.
Oh, yeah.
You're going to have to live with these mistakes.
I'm sure as a coach you say, okay, hey, good job not taking the sack. I mean, we appreciate that.
But
however.
This is one you may have wanted to take it.
Actually, they're picking up the flag. Interesting, they had a discussion and must have figured he was outside of the tackle box, or I don't know, but that's a bit of a surprise.
Yes. Yeah. Break for Lipscomb Academy, that's for sure.
Certainly is.
Wow.
2nd down and 10 from their own 33. Mustangs leading 7-0, 8:01 left first quarter. Lipscomb Academy and MBA right here in Nashville. Quick pass from Snell, caught at the 32 left side. 35 got a nice block to the 40, makes a move, first down to the 46-yard line on the reception by Cam Blivens, the junior, 6'2", 180, his 29th reception of the season, and Lipscomb wanting to go in a hurry.
Yeah, they're trying to go tempo here. That was a great block on the outside by T.J. Briggs, the tight end, that allowed the receiver to get upfield.
Straight give. Over the right side, that's going to be a carry by Patterson, who's going to push it to midfield, maybe just across midfield. And actually that is Crockett, 32. Patterson wears 22. So Zach Crockett with his carry.
That time they run behind the big right guard, Chauncey Gooden, 6'4", 340, the Colorado commit.
And they go quick again, and Crockett with the carry, and he was absolutely stoned by Drake Armstrong, the big junior linebacker, 6'2", 220. He did get the first down, but boy, when he hit him at the 44, that was the end of the forward momentum.
And that was a knockback tackle right there.
It was.
Oh, hey, he came downhill, accelerated his feet on contact, and knocked Crockett backwards.
But the Mustangs got a little something going again offensively.
They sure do.
First down from the Big Red, 44-yard line.
Nice job of mixing up the quick passes here.
Little confusion here on the Mustangs sideline. I think they're going to end up taking a timeout. No, they send him in at the very last second. They send Jackson Spencer in at a wide receiver. 1st and 10. Blitz is coming. Snell fires near side, wide open, caught 40. 35 out of bounds at the 32-yard line. The reception by Blivens. Nice job, Coach. They picked up the blitz. He didn't waste any time getting rid of it.
Blivens runs a 5-yard hitch on the outside. The inside guy runs a seam, and it's a corner read, and the corner was off with deep leverage. Nice pitch and catch right there, and good run after the catch by Blivens. He's a big guy. He's 6'2", 180.
This young 8th grader's got a pretty good arm.
He sure does, and he's got a pretty good idea of what's going on so far.
First down from the Big Red, 31-yard line. Lipscomb Academy driving, already leading 7-0. Man in motion. They're going to swing it to that man in motion who reversed to the left. Across the 30 down to the 27-yard line. Lex Baskin with his 35th reception of the year and a gain of 5 on first down.
Again, another nice, controlled, easy throw. Baskin comes in motion left to right. Gets in the position like he's the tailback behind the quarterback and then runs a swing. Snell just steps back, throws it out there, and good run after catch. 5 yards, first down.
Another solid first down gain. 2nd and 5, ball at the 27-yard line of MBA. In the gun, Snell. Hands off, inside the 25, inside the 20. I believe enough for the first down on the carry, and I believe that was Patterson that time with the carry, and he'll move the chains again. And, boy, this Mustangs offense in this first quarter is clicking.
Boy, they're keeping the NBA defense off balance right now. Inside zone to the left. Behind Weston Hicks, the left guard, and John Adair, the Virginia commit at left tackle for the first down. Nice run by Drew Patterson.
New running back in the game, C.J. Jimkely. And they're going to give him an opportunity. He'll run right inside the 15, still on his feet, 10, 5, touchdown, Lipscomb Academy.
C.J. Jim Coley committed to LSU back in the first week of the season. He is an outstanding free safety, but he also, as you can see right there, great athletic ability.
But I believe this one's coming back. It is a holding call against Lipscomb Academy.
Wow.
That may explain the gap on the right side.
Yeah, that opened up pretty quickly. CJ, though, nice burst.
My goodness, yeah.
He was starting up inside between the right guard, right tackle, bounced it outside, shook off one tackler, and got it to the end zone.
Well, he's got some size, 6'3", 210.
He's got some relatives down in Baton Rouge, and he said that was a big factor in him deciding to go to LSU. I know Brian Kelly and the staff down there are thrilled to get him.
He'll be watching intently tomorrow night.
Exactly.
LSU Ole Miss.
Wow.
Those two love each other. That'll be a lot of fun.
All the years I did Ole Miss radio going to Baton Rouge, man, that was a fun trip. You've been there a few times
yes,
yourself.
Indeed. First down, swing pass. I believe that's a lateral. Caught at the 30, breaking a tackle to the 25, hammered down just inside the 20. I think technically that was a lateral. It was thrown backward, not forward. Reception made by Brady Wilkerson, but a nice gain. Puts it down inside the 20, makes it 2nd and 9.
You know, Joe, even when you're throwing those swing passes, you still have to get blocking on the perimeter. Lipscomb Academy has done an excellent job here in the first quarter of getting the blocks needed to spring these backs for extra yardage after the catch.
Mustangs leading 7-0 and driving. 4:35 left first quarter. Snell at quarterback in the gun. Takes the snap, looks to throw. Blitz coming right up the middle. Finds a pass over the middle, complete down to the 11-yard line. And the catch made by T.J. Briggs, the senior, 6'5", 235. Nice job by Snell to stand in there with the blitz coming right in his face.
Yeah, Hughes Roddy, the Mike linebacker for MBA, came untouched. Snell stood right in there, but the tight end goes and replaces. He just runs an OT, what they call OTB, over the ball, and replaces the Mike linebacker on the blitz. Snell not fazed by the blitz at all.
3rd down and 1. Ball at the 11-yard line of the Big Red. MBA looks like they're showing blitz again. Now they back off on the signal change. In the gun once again. Handoff, tailback. Hit at the line of scrimmage, spins forward. I think he's going to have enough for the first down to the 9-yard line. Nice job of surge there by the middle of that Lipscomb Academy offensive line. You look at Hicks and Bass and Gooden. They got a little size on the front.
Yeah, Bass is 6'3", 250 at center, but Gooden 6'4", 340, and I promise you, he's every pound of it. Chauncey is and let me tell you what, he's not overweight. This guy is a powerful man, powerful young man, going to play for Coach Prime in Boulder, Colorado.
Oh, my goodness. First down and goal from the 9. Tailback down to the 5-yard line. That's Crockett with the carry, Armstrong with the tackle. Armstrong saved a touchdown. But
excellent read by Crockett, Joe. It's inside zone to the left. And as Crockett comes across, you get to the heels of the O-line and then you cut it back. He did a nice job of cutting it behind the right tackle for extra yardage.
Kilberg, wide receiver, hobbles off the field for the Mustangs, who make a late substitution. Play clock's at 18. 2:42 to go first quarter. Lipscomb Academy leaving 7-0 and knocking on the door again at the MBA 5. Snell waves the receiver tight to the formation right side. They're going to give tailback again. He's going to be swallowed up again. There's another penalty flag, probably a hold, as it's thrown by the referee behind the play. And that will be the call. And I would think you would take the penalty instead of 3rd and goal from the 4. They'll take that 10-yard walk back. That's the second holding call on Lipscomb Academy.
And I was going to say, other than those 2 penalties, this offense has been impressive in these first 2 drives. Moving the football, doing it with tempo, mixing it up, swing passes to the outside, tunnel screens, coming to the inside, and then the inside run game with both Patterson and Crockett has been outstanding.
And an extremely young quarterback that seems to be quite comfortable right now.
He sure does. He sure isn't playing like an 8th grader.
No, he's not. 2nd down and goal from the 15 after the holding penalty. Snell in the shotgun. Gives, tailback. Crockett inside the 15, gets a couple to about the 13-yard line. That'll bring up 3rd down and long. Armstrong is there again on the tackle along with Porter Regal, and that brings up 3rd and goal now from the 14.
How about the jump cut by Crockett to avoid the tackle for loss? He starts right to left. The linebacker blitzes. He just plants, hops both feet to the right, and gets it back upfield. Great vision, great agility there by Crockett.
3rd and goal from the 14. 2 receivers lined up kind of in their own I formation to the right, 1 to the left. Snell fires right side into Travick, incomplete. There were 2 receivers right there in the area, and there was 1 defender, and that was the linebacker Tommy Bartholomew, the senior, who blew that up.
They're trying to run a clear with a rub behind it. The guy on the line of scrimmage is just going to take off straight and try to clear the defense, and the stack guy's coming under like a rub route, but MBA played that perfectly. They didn't allow the pick play to occur, and the corner got there just in time to knock that ball away.
So Lipscomb will set up for the field goal attempt. This is Ryan Jung. This will be a 32-yard attempt. Saw him in warm-ups, Coach. He's got plenty of leg.
Yes.
This is from 32, pretty much in the center of the field. Good snap, good hold. Kick has plenty of leg, and that kick is good. That would have been good from 42, maybe 52. So 2 Lipscomb offensive drives, 2 scores. They lead 10-0 over MBA, 1:10 to go first quarter on WNSR, Nashville Sports Radio.
When was the last time you did something fun with family, friends, coworkers, and clients? What if I told you about a place under one roof that offers affordable entertainment for all ages? That's what you'll find at Strike and Spare Family Fun Centers in Donaldson, Hermitage, Tusculum, Hendersonville, and Murfreesboro, with bowling, games, food, drink, and entertainment for all ages. Enjoy an enhanced experience in Hendersonville or Murfreesboro, where they feature additional fun with bumper cars, laser tag, roller skating, and more. All locations are open 7 days a week, including holidays. Visit online at strikeandspare.com. Strike and Spare, where fun is bowling.
Touchdown!
Oh, I like
it! It's up to you now! It's up to you!
I
like
it!
You're listening to WNSR's MidState Checkdown High School Football Game of the Week. Here's Joe Fisher and Pete Cordelli.
Lipscomb Academy out to a 10-0 lead on the Big Red of MBA with 1:10 to go in the opening quarter of play. 2 impressive offensive drives led by an 8th grade quarterback in Ty Snell, who has looked very impressive in the early going. Another short kickoff fielded at the 25 by the Big Red to the 30, and I believe they're going to say he called for a fair catch. They blew a whistle to stop the play. That's the only thing I can think of is they whistled that he had asked for a fair catch. And I think the most surprised guy is Brooklyn Davis, who's the one that fielded it. He's like, excuse me, sir, I fielded it on a dead run. I don't think I was calling a fair catch, but they're going to mark it at the 25.
Yeah, that whistle came in awful early.
Yes, it did.
But, okay. Ball's on the 25 on the right hash. Let's see what this NBA offense can do right now.
What do they need to do to dial something up here? Because so far it's been all Mustangs.
Well, they've tried to go just with a 13-4, 1 running back, 3 tight ends, and Lipscomb Academy's defense has risen to the challenge here. Let's see what happens if they spread them out, which they have in this formation.
Shotgun, Verner's going to keep. He's going to run right. He's going to be dropped for a loss of a couple of yards. Good pursuit there in penetration. Number 9, that's Danny Brown, the defensive end, making the tackle for a 2-yard loss.
Danny Brown is Hank Brown's adopted brother. Hank Brown is the quarterback who played here, who's at Auburn. Danny is his adopted brother now, and Danny is one heck of a football player.
Made a good showing there. 2nd down and 12.
Was a zone read that time, and Verner just missed the read. If he hands it off, he's got a seam for the running back, but that time he decided to keep it, loss of 2.
In the gun on 2nd and 12. Verner swings it into the flat, caught 20-25, Davis out of bounds. And I believe they're going to say stepped out back at the 24-yard line, so it's going to be a gain of only 1 yard.
Ball's on the right hash. We're trying to throw the quick swing to the running back into the short side. But, Joe, you have to know where you are on the field. Those are little tick marks. Once you get to that point, don't keep going sideways.
Yeah.
That's why they're there. And you have to use the field markings to stay in bounds and stay alive so you don't run yourself out. That was a gain of 1.
So MBA in another 3rd and long situation. This is 3rd and 11. Clock is sitting at 21 seconds left in this first quarter. Lipscomb Academy leading 10-0. 2 wide left for the Big Red. Out of the gun is the freshman Werner. Bad snap. It's loose back of the 10. He's just going to pounce on it back of the 9-yard line. The snap was low on the ground and to his left, and all the freshman could do was fall on it to save the turnover.
This is not the start you wanted.
My goodness, not if you're
For
MBA.
the Big Red. No, sir.
First quarter comes to an end. It was all Mustangs. Lipscomb Academy 10, MBA nothing on WNSR Nashville Sports Radio.
I love playing sports, especially for my school. And that's because school sports are special. It's where it's safe to fail. It's where we're taught resilience, where our fear becomes confidence. It's where we learn to get back up after every fall. School sports are where 7.8 million students go from I can't to I can.
This message presented by the TSSAA and the Tennessee Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Hey Nashville, it's John Burton from JB and the General, weekday mornings 9 to 11. You're listening to the MidState Checkdown High School Football Game of the Week. Now back to Joe Fisher.
Lipscomb Academy 10, Montgomery Bell Academy nothing. As we go to the second quarter, and the officials hate this because the ball was on the 9-yard line at one end, so now you got to take it all the way down to the 9-yard line at the other end for the punt to start the second quarter.
MBA has had no success on first down.
No.
They're playing behind the sticks in their 2 series of
3 and out twice.
offensive football.
Yep, 3 and out twice.
Now that defense dictates tempo when you're always in a 3rd and long situation. And this Lipscomb Academy defense, they can fly around pretty well.
Strickland back near midfield to receive the punt for the Mustangs. Chandra back to punt for the Big Red, standing midway in his own end zone. Gets it away, high, not too deep. Fair catch requested by Strickland and made at the 38-yard line of the Big Red. So outstanding field position for the Mustangs, who already have a 10-0 lead, and led by the 8th grade quarterback Ty Snell, who looked anything but an 8th grader in that opening quarter. Very impressive throws, managed the offense extremely well.
Now, when the series starts on the 38, 1 first down and you're in field goal range. So don't take points off the board. Be smart here with your decisions. Can't afford any turnovers. But 1 first down and Lipscomb Academy is in field goal range.
Patterson is the tailback as they start this drive from the MBA 38-yard line. Snell to throw, has plenty of time, fires long toward the end zone for Strickland, and it's broken up and incomplete. Geske, the defender, the cornerback, broke that pass up.
Well, there's your shot play.
Yep.
You know, it was max protection. The offensive line, it was turn protection. Everybody turned to the gap to their left. They picked it up. Snell had plenty of time, put the ball right where it had to be, but it was an excellent play by the corner to break it up. Good call.
Nice idea. Yeah,
yes.
Sure was.
Good call.
Well played on both sides. 2nd down and 10 from the 38 of MBA. Just underway, second quarter. Snell gives up the middle. Patterson breaks a tackle, finally dragged down from behind near the 30-yard line. Had it not been for the jersey, that might have gone for a little bit more distance there, but I believe that was number 25. That was Elias Franks, the senior, who was able to bring him down.
Joe can't say it enough. Sloan Bass, the center. Weston Hicks, the left guard, doing an excellent job of creating seams for the running back. I had the opportunity to coach Drew Patterson when I was here in 2022. He was a freshman. You talk about a guy that can't get enough. He's always asking questions. He's a sponge, but he is one tremendous football player.
3rd down and 2. He's going to get another chance, and this time he's going nowhere. In fact, he's going to lose a couple of yards. About half of the NBA front was right there, led by the linebacker Rush Bunton, the senior, and that brings up 4th down and 3. And now the decision for Jamie Graham. Field goal from here would be about 47, 48 yards. I think they're going to go for it on 4th and 3.
And that time, NBA, they brought the kitchen sink,
they
man.
did.
They just teed off on the snap. They bull rushed everybody, knocked them back. The running back had nowhere to run.
Well, I sense
excellent pressure.
It's a big play for MBA.
Yes.
4th and 3, trying to get a stop here and stop this Mustangs momentum. Taking the snap, handoff, nowhere to go, and drop for a loss all the way back at the 34. Tremendous penetration there by the MBA defense. That was the play they needed. Hughes Rodney, the linebacker, leading the charge, and the Big Red get the ball on downs.
There's a miscommunication in the backfield. As Snell is trying to hand the ball to the running back Patterson, a man comes in motion, and Patterson runs into his own man. And so he has to retreat, which allows the defensive end for MBA to come back and get the tackle for loss.
Part of it was the quarterback that time was Schaffner. They brought number 8 in, his first appearance at quarterback.
I got you.
First down,
see that.
First down for the Big Red from their own 34 after a big defensive stop. Handoff, tailback running left across the 35 to the 37-yard line. That'll be Colton Erickson, the senior, 5'9", 165. Came into the game 124 yards rushing and a couple of touchdowns.
It's the first down play of the night where MBA has gained positive yardage. They needed that.
Yeah, they have been in 2nd and long and 3rd and long all night. This is 2nd and 7 from the 37-yard line. 9:40 left first half. Lipscomb Academy 10, Montgomery Bell Academy nothing. Werner going to keep. Turn upfield, just get what he can. He gets to the 40-yard line, and that's about all. And the big man, number 98, that's Kobe Collins. That's another big one, 6'3", 328 pounds on that defensive front.
Yeah, between him and Amir, there are two big-bodied guys in there. They're tough to move.
Food bill's got to be high at Lipscomb Academy, I would think.
They do pretty good job of feeding these guys. Yes, sir. That was quarterback power that time. MBA pulled the left guard, left tackle. Quarterback followed up. Now it gets to 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4 from the 40-yard line. MBA looking for their first down of the night. Werner to throw for it. Being flushed, being chased, being sacked. Back at the 37-yard line. He is swarmed down, leading the charge. Number 21, the middle linebacker, Beck Woodside. And that'll bring up a 4th down for the Big Red.
Double twist that time by the defensive line for Lipscomb Academy. The tackle stepped up, and then they moved to the outside. The defensive ends came under and pushed the guards and really got great pressure there to force Werner having to step up. And then linebacker, like you said, Woodside finishes it off.
Chandra to punt, standing back inside his own 25 for the Big Red. Strickland back to receive it. Low, wobbly, toward the far sideline, going to go out of bounds. It's not a very good effort here. It's going to be marked out of bounds at about the 34-yard line, where the Mustangs will start 1st and 10, leading by a score of 10-0.
Well, you thought MBA had something going after 1st and 2nd down, but the Lipscomb Academy pressure. Lipscomb Academy right now is just more physical in both lines.
Really like their offense in this first half, too. Yes. They've spread the ball around. It's been very intricate. They've done a lot of different things and had success.
Giving the young quarterback some easy throws to build his confidence.
And he's made some good ones. This time he will hand off. Tailback tries to bounce right. Going to get about 4, maybe 5 yards on the play on the carry. That is Patterson, who is dragged down after the gain of 5. And I think that was number 77 getting in there, Nolan Shelton, to make the tackle.
Yeah, it was. Shelton from his right defensive end came flat down the line to make that tackle. Excellent effort by Shelton.
But unlike MBA's offense tonight, Lipscomb has been in second and manageable pretty much all night long. This is 2nd and 6. Snell in the shotgun. 2 wide to each side. Looked right, now comes left. Pass is caught to the 40 to the 44. It'll be enough, I believe, depending on the spot, for the first down on the catch made by number 3, Lex Baskin. Coach, when he let that ball go, I thought it had an interception written all over it.
Yeah, the safety for MBA read it, but he didn't. He was a step slow in getting there. But how about the run after catch by Baskin to get that first down? Great effort by Lex Baskin.
Baskin, 36 catches on the year, over 300 yards. He's averaging about 9 yards per reception. First down Mustangs for their own 44, leading 10-0. A lot of movement setting up in this offense. 2 wide left, 1 right. Snell in the gun, hands off Patterson. Lowers a shoulder, clears traffic, gets about 9. Boy, he just lowered a shoulder, knocked the defender out of the way at midfield, and got 3 more after contact.
It's very, very rare that you will see that young man, Drew Patterson, be brought down by the first tackler.
2nd and 1, they go quickly. Hand off Patterson. This time they're going to get him for a loss of a yard. Good penetration defensively. That was Bunton to get back to make the tackle for loss and bring up 3rd and 2.
MBA starting to get some pressure in those A-gaps between the center and guards on both sides there. And getting in that backfield, causing Patterson to have to change direction and try to get upfield.
But they're having to bring linebackers to do it.
Yes. Which creates the play-action pass, the quick pop to the tight end over the ball.
3rd down and 2 for the Mustangs. Ball needs to get to the MBA 46 for a first down. They're going to hand it off, big hole left side. Oh, and a great tackle. Very close for the first down. They're going to mark him down right at the 46. Boy, they're going to give him the first down. And that's a generous spot.
Jackson McGuffin, the free safety, read it, came flying up, and got Patterson by the ankles and pulled him down. From where we are here in the booth, looking across, I thought he was about a half yard short.
I thought he was a half yard short, but they give him the first down.
What do us old guys know?
Well, nobody measures
We need
anymore.
our eyes checked, I guess.
So. I have binoculars in my hand. First down Mustangs from the NBA 46. Quick pass, it's a lateral swing to the far side. Patterson eludes traffic and actually gets about 4 yards out of what should have been about a 3 or 4 yard loss. He takes it down to the 42.
Drew Patterson sinks his hips, runs behind his pads, and accelerates his feet on contact for about 7 yards after contact for the gain of 7. Yep. But 3 were, like you said, behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, technically that was a run play for him because it was a pass that was behind. But he got 3 yards, almost 4, out of absolutely nothing. On 2nd down, blitz coming. Handoff, tailback tries the left side, going to be tackled at the 40-yard line. On the tackle made by number 10, Tommy Bartholomew, as Crockett with the carry.
Penalty on the field. Looks like they're going to get the left guard, Weston Hicks, with a hold for Lipscomb Academy.
That would be the 3rd holding call on the Mustangs tonight.
Yes.
And that will walk it back into Mustangs territory at the 48-yard line.
Joe, what I love now are defensive guys, like when they're getting held, the arm that's not held, they just throw it up and start waving it like, hey, look at me, look at me. And that's exactly what they
Sometimes it works.
It did. That was a good call, though. The defensive end was being held.
2nd down and 16.
Ooh. First time that Lipscomb Academy has had this situation all night.
Haven't been in 2nd and long, have they? From their own 48. Snell in the gun. Looks right all the way. Throws right, pass caught at the 48 to the 46-yard line. That'll bring up 3rd and 10 on the quick reception and at about a 6-yard gain on the catch by Blivens.
NBA that time comes with a 3-man rush. They go 3-5-3, keeping the ball in front of them. And Snell throws it out to the right flat. Excellent job by the corner coming up to make that tackle, Cade Redmond.
Mustangs got to like this, the pace of this. 3:35 left in the first half. They've been in control from the outset. 3rd and 10 from the NBA 46. 3 receivers left, 1 right. Snell in the gun. NBA rushes 4. Pass over the middle is caught for a first down to the 30-yard line. A laser right over the middle to number 26 for the Lipscomb Academy Mustangs, Jackson Spencer. That ball was thrown beautifully.
Spencer's a freshman. Ty Snell's an 8th grader. That's the combination of the future here.
Snell looking left side, almost picked off, and it would have been a pick 6. That was McGuffin. Read it, jumps it, just didn't catch it.
Yeah, I got to say this now. The young quarterback stared that one down.
Yes, he did.
He was looking for his receiver, Lex Baskin, number 3 on the left side, and the free safety did a great job of reading his eyes and getting the break he needed. Unfortunately, he dropped it.
2nd and 10 from the MBA 30. 3:02 left first half. Lipscomb Academy leading 10-0. Snell in the gun. Keeps, rolls left. Now Chase, now fires underneath. I believe that pass was caught at the 25.
Sure was.
Ball was thrown behind him. Baskin made an outstanding adjustment to make the catch and gain 5 yards on the play.
Baskin starts to come out, Snell starts to come out to his left. He gets pressured. He just flips his hips and throws it without stepping into the throw. That shows you what kind of strength he has in his release and with his arm strength.
Clock running, 2.5 to go in the first half. 3rd and 5 for Lipscomb Academy from the MBA 25. 3 receivers bunched in a triangle to the right. Snell with a blitz coming right at him, an all-out blitz. Snell being chased and sacked all the way back at the 39-yard line. The Big Red brought the house, and leading the charge was Rodney and Button to get back there, and that is a huge loss all the way back to the 36.
Hughes Roddy from his middle linebacker position has really wreaked havoc in the Lipscomb Academy backfield when he's come on the blitz tonight, and no bigger play than that one right there.
Interesting decision here now. That brings up a 4th and 15. And I believe timeout's going to be taken by the Big Red of MBA because Jamie Graham and the coaching staff, you're discussing, Coach, field goal from here would be 52, 53 yards. That's probably not going to be an option. Do you punt or do you go ahead and go for it on 4th down and long?
Well, the other thing we've seen teams do, and you've seen them as well, they line up like they're going to go for it and quick kick.
Yep.
Because with the way that the Lipscomb Academy defense is playing, a punt here is going to keep them backed up.
Mm-hmm.
The thing you do on defense is back up, keep the ball in front of you with 1:45 to go in the half. But it'll be interesting to see what Lipscomb Academy will do.
That was the big loss, and had they not taken the loss, they were in field goal range.
Yes.
But with that sack, that changes things. And now let's see what the Mustangs elect to do after the timeout. And let's see. Yes, Snell's coming back out there at quarterback. So we'll wait and see what the alignment is. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm counting 4, 7. I'm counting 10 players. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I got 10 players on the field for Lipscomb Academy right now.
They're looking to the sideline.
And that's what, there comes the 11th. That's Strickland.
There you go.
Play clock is at 6. They're going to have to hurry. Play clock is at 3. 4th and 16. Play clock at 1. They didn't get it off.
Game. Wow.
Boy, and after a timeout, that drives coaches crazy.
To not get the right personnel on the field. And you're exactly right, Joe. Coming out of a timeout, this is what you discuss on the sideline. Hey, everybody know what they're doing.
And that changes everything. Now
No
Lipscomb,
question.
and now they're just going to send the punter out.
You know, it looked like they might have been lining up to throw one to the end zone.
I think maybe so.
Take a shot.
Instead, the senior Cole Schulman averaging 42.2 yards per attempt this season. He won't want a 42-yarder here. The ball's at the 41. And now a whistle. Officials timeout. They wanted to reset the game clock to 1:45, which they have done. Standing back at his own 45-yard line is Schulman. Drops the nose of the football, gets this one away. It's going to head toward the end zone. It was caught, but it's caught right on the goal line by the Lipscomb defender, number 26, that got down there. That was Jackson Spencer, who caught it on a fly. If he'd caught it half a yard earlier, it had been down at the 1.
Jackson Spencer?
Yep.
Freshman.
Yep.
There's some good young players we're seeing here tonight.
Yes, we are.
I want to say this about Cole Schulman. His dad, Brian Schulman's on the staff here, punted at Auburn.
Right.
Cole Schulman is going to Australia after he graduates here, and he's going to spend a year
to learn how to punt.
Learn how to punt.
Oh, sure. That's
he's
where
going
they're all.
to Australian kicking league.
That's where they're all coming from now.
Kicking academy next year. Yes.
The freshman under center for MBA, Werner, hands off tailback Davis. Big hole right side across the 25 out to about the 28-yard line. Nice gain, maybe their best first down play of the night. Clock is running, 1:25 left in the half. MBA, I believe, has 2 timeouts remaining.
And Davis is leaving the field. It looks like he's kind of leaning over. Maybe something happened to his shoulder.
Landed on the football, or I don't know what it was, but he is off on the sideline being tended to now. Man in motion left to right, 2nd down and 3. Straight give once again right up the gut, first down across the 30 to the 31-yard line on the carry by Colton Erickson. They'll stop the clock, move the chains. 57 seconds left in this first half. And NBA, 2 running plays right up the middle so far. And not a lot of hurry right now.
No, they've got the quarterback going to the sideline to get the play call, and then he's running.
Kills a lot of time. Yep,
no
clock is running. 40 seconds left in the half. 2 wide left on first down. Play action fake. Werner rolls, dumps it, pass caught. 35-yard line, 36. Catch made by Shirley. A nice open field tackle. Big Red will take the timeout with 25 seconds left in the first half.
C.J. Jim Coley from his free safety position comes down on the run read, but he sees the tight end in the flat, breaks off, and does a nice job of making an open field tackle there.
I thought that play had a chance to gain some big yardage with Werner. When he rolled left, I thought he had a couple of nice options, but Jim Coley made an excellent play. So 2nd and 5 with 25 seconds left. Very impressive first half for Lipscomb. The Mustangs, their first 2 offensive drives, Coach, the first one was 76 yards. They just marched downfield, a couple of big chunk plays, just stuck it right in the end zone.
Yeah, the big play was the 52-yard pass, or catch and run, I should say.
Strickland?
To Strickland. Yep. So it was on the bubble screen.
Yep.
And he did a nice job of showing his speed and getting upfield.
So 2nd down and 6 for the Big Red from their own 35-yard line. 25 seconds left in this second quarter. NBA trailing 10-0. Werner in the shotgun. Going to keep it all the way over the left side to about the 37, maybe the 38 before he's hustled back and dropped it. It looks to me like NBA might be content to just let this clock run out.
I think so. Get in, make your adjustments, regroup.
They're going to get the ball to open the third quarter. That probably has something to do with it, but it was a very conservative approach on that drive, and that ends a very impressive first half by the Mustangs of Lipscomb Academy, who come in here with a record of 1-5. But we talked about they played a very difficult schedule. They certainly have a lot of talent, and they were dominant in this opening half, leading this one by a score of 10-0.
Joe, I was here for the opening game against First Academy out of Orlando, Florida. First Academy jumped out to a big lead. But this Lipscomb Academy team has come back in the second half in every game they've played. So look for the Mustangs, make a few adjustments, and watch out what they're going to try to do in the second half to close this one out.
I think Coach Jamie Graham is going to join us here from the field. Coach, you with me?
Yes, I'm with you.
How about that first half?
Oh, man, listen, we came out. We knew it was going to be hard fought. We knew they would be where they were supposed to be. We knew they would be disciplined. We wanted to come out and have a fast start, and so that's what we came out and did.
Going with Ty Snell instead of Tab Schaefer, obviously you've had a chance to work with him. Nice job of giving him some nice throws, build his confidence. But, man, Bo Strickland's got some speed.
Yes. We at the end of the day, we just try to get the dudes the ball, and so we got to find a million ways to do that. And so to make life easy for Ty, and even when Tab comes in the game, we just want to make sure we have high percentage throws.
Well, nice first half. Good luck in the second half.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Appreciate it, man. All right. Coach Jamie Graham with us at the half. Lipscomb Academy leading by a score of 10-0. Stay with us. More from the Mustangs home field right after this on WNSR Nashville Sports Radio.
Hey, this is Greg Pogue inviting you to come hang out every Saturday morning for 2 hours of shows from the iconic Roy's Meat Service in East Nashville. First at 8 o'clock, 13th season of Prep Football Talk presented by Freeman Webb with co-host Coach Bubba Spears. Then following that at 9 from Roy's, it's the return of One-on-One with Greg Pogue, also presented by Freeman Webb. That's Saturday morning at 8 with Prep Football Talk. And then One-on-One with Greg Pogue at 9, all presented by Freeman Webb from Roy's Meat Service in East Nashville.
Are you a victim of the timeshare trap and think there's no way out? I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group, the original timeshare cancellation expert. And I'm here to tell you that there is a way out. All you need to do is give my office a call. I will send you a timeshare exit information kit absolutely free, explaining how the timeshare industry works and your options for cancellation.
Call now for your free info kit, 800-328-9696. That's 800-328-9696.
When the arena lights dim for a concert, or when the crowd becomes one at a big game, you can almost feel like you're the biggest fan. But who's your biggest fan? It's the person that will get you home safely after a night of drinking. It's the person who looks out for your life to make sure you leave the stadium with someone sober. This could be a designated driver or someone who offers to get you a ride share. Because in Tennessee, fans don't let fans drive drunk. Brought to you by the Tennessee Highway Safety Office, a division of the Tennessee Department of Safety and Homeland Security.
With more than 18,000 apartments, you know Freeman Webb apartment communities must be managed with expertise. Professionals who care about the quality of your residents, upkeep, cleanliness, and safety. Freeman Webb is affiliated with the most dynamic realtors in Nashville and the surrounding areas. Whether your needs are commercial or residential, their highly trained realtors will assist you in attaining all of your real estate goals. Since 1979, when founded by Bill Freeman and Jimmy Webb, and now led by Bob Freeman, visit freemanwebb.com to find out so much more.
Welcome back to the MidState Checkdown High School Football Game of the Week. Here again, Joe Fisher and Coach Pete Cordelli.
Halftime here at Lipscomb Academy. I don't know what you expected coming into this one. Lipscomb Academy leading 10-0 at the break. I'm a little bit surprised at how dominant really they were in the first half. MBA got nothing going at all.
First two drives, I thought Lipscomb Academy did a great job with their motion, short motion, and getting this quarterback comfortable. And he looked like he understood the game plan, where to go with the football. Ball's on the right hash. He makes that long throw to the left side.
That was very impressive.
Ball was nice. And then MBA comes with a blitz with the middle linebacker. Tight end sits down over the ball. And he stares down the blitz, puts the ball right on the tight end, keep the chains moving. So other than the possible intentional grounding call that was overturned, and then the one throw that could have been intercepted because he did stare down the receiver. This young guy, Ty Snell, has played a heck of a first half, and no turnovers.
Yep, well, if there had been the pick six, he got away with that one, but you're right. But nonetheless.
And, Joe, look.
He's not playing like a 13-year-old.
You've done a lot of games, man. It's one play here, one play there.
Oh, yes.
But now it's how you come back from that. And very impressed with the offensive line for Lipscomb Academy to open up some holes.
I got stats sent to our
running
emails.
Backs are really, really running the ball well. And like I said, I've known Drew Patterson now for a while.
Yep.
He is an impressive young man and a really good football player.
MBA 1 first down in the first half.
Yes.
We'll take a break. We'll come back. Will Brown in the studio with an update on scores on a busy night in high school football in the Mid-State. More in a moment on the Mid-State Checkdown High School Football Game of the Week on WNSR Nashville Sports Radio.
It's the NFL on Sports USA, and we're a mile high as the Los Angeles Chargers head to the mountains to take on the Denver Broncos. The Bolts are electric thanks to Justin Herbert and a lad named McConkey.
McConkey again, and how he kept his feet in, I have no idea.
Denver has a new sheriff in town leading the Broncos, the rookie Bo Nix. It's the Chargers at the Broncos this Sunday on Sports USA.
Coverage starts at 2:30, live on WNSR Nashville Sports Radio.
Hey, the next time you need urgent care, instead of sitting in a dreaded waiting room, call Medical House Calls to give you the care you need in the comfort of your home, office, or wherever you are. Medical House Calls treats everything an urgent care can and provides a variety of preventative healthcare services, including IV therapy, NAD, and a cutting-edge weight loss program that is proven to work. Medical House Calls delivers the highest quality care for children, adults, and seniors. Scheduling appointments is super easy. Go to medicalhousecalls.com, medicalhousecalls.com, and click on Schedule an Appointment. It's that easy. Medical House Calls. The nearest clinic is where you are.
Hey, this is Greg Pugh. While Nashville might be changing and shifting around us, the inner soul and vibe of the city remains vibrant and very much alive. Take an iconic location like Roy's Meat Service in East Nashville. It's the place around the corner with the finest prime meats and amazing meals served by wonderful people and anything else you might need without going to the big box store. Roy's Meat Service is a preferred caterer of the Nashville Cats. Give them a call at 615-227-2583 or visit roymeatservice.com.
The Omni Nashville Hotel, located 5th Avenue downtown, and proud sponsor of the MidState Checkdown High School Football Game of the Week, is Nashville's premier destination for the highest quality accommodations. Start your day with a cup of Bongo Java and the Biscuit Bar at Kitchen Notes. Indulge your taste with the best beef in Music City at Bob's Steak and Chop House. And wrap yourself in luxury at Macara Day Spa before enjoying a nightcap at Barlines. And when it comes time to host those holiday partings and gatherings of family, let the Omni Nashville Hotel take all the worry off your plate. Proud sponsor of the MidState Checkdown High School Football Game of the Week and located in the heart of Music City, the Omni Nashville Hotel is your only choice. The Omni Nashville Hotel, 5th Avenue downtown.
The MidState Checkdown High School Football Game of the Week will continue shortly. Now, here's your scoreboard update from the Strike and Spare studio.
Well, fans, I will give you a very funny joke. What if a 9th grader and an 8th grader walked onto the same varsity field? What would happen? Well, continue to listen to this game and you'll find out. WNSR MidState Checkdown Game of the Week. Lipscomb Academy and Montgomery Bell Academy. Halftime scored 10-0. Advantage Lipscomb Academy. This is a team that has endured a tough schedule and only has one win to show for it this year, 1-5. But I will say something very cliche. Probably one of the best 1-5 teams I've seen play all season. But what we'll do, we'll get into some scores and then send it back to the guys. Tennessee High 55-20 over David Crockett. That game is in the third quarter. Sevier County 27 and Morristown West 0. Lenore City 15, Clinton 6. And waiting for some scores to update. Farragut 28. Oak Ridge has not gotten on the board. McMinn County 14, Howard 0. Ray County 48. Ottawa has yet to score. East Hamilton 10. Walker Valley up by 4 with a 4-point advantage, 14-10 in that game. Shelbyville all over Spring Hill in the early going in that contest, 21-0 against Spring Hill. Beat the Fighting Buccaneers out of Sumner County 21 and Henry County 3. So not a lot of games going on here in the Mid-State due to fall break here in Davidson County. So here's what we'll do. I mean, we'll give you some statistics in this game. I'm not going to go through all of them, but I'm going to go through some of the ones that stand out to me the most. I would say I'm looking at time of possession right now. Time of possession for Lipscomb Academy, 24 minutes and 30 seconds. MBA not too far behind. 17 minutes and 20 seconds. Total yards, NBA 13 altogether. -1 rushing, 14 through the air. Lipscomb Academy with 153, 51 on the ground. I mean, this Lipscomb Academy team doing some really good things out there. And I will let Joe and Pete give the passing leaders. Ty Snell, who's an 8th grader, Charlie Berner, a freshman at Montgomery Bell Academy, so hence why I kind of led with that lame analogy that I hope everyone kind of understood. But if not, then now you understand it. So it's a interesting night. I mean, these are two teams looking to get a win. MBA coming in at 3-4, and as I stated, Lipscomb Academy at 1-5 on the year. They've endured a very tough season, but I think you and I, Hal, we talked about it. This is a team that, albeit, due to some TSSAA violations, Lipscomb Academy, no matter what their record is, they will not go to the playoffs this year.
Yeah.
But I think this is a learning season for first-year head coach Jamie Graham, who's very optimistic. And I know you and I, we got a chance to talk to him in week 1 when, they could have easily started the Graham era off with a win, but it's not the case. This is a team that doesn't necessarily roll over. NBA the same way.
Yeah.
I mean, they every year, Marty Uberard plays a lot of tough teams in the mid-state. And up until this year, Pearl Cone has had their number, but they started the season off with a win versus Pearl Cone. But after losing their starting quarterback and now having to go to a freshman, they haven't lost much of a beat.
No.
But right now, at week 8, looking at a 3-4 record. We'll try to get you a few more updated scores here in the mid-state, and then we'll take it back out to the guys. But Hal, when you look at this game so far, did you expect a 10-0 deficit?
I didn't, and I kind of mentioned it to you earlier when this is the second week in a row we've had a team start out the game scoring on the first drive, which is always a great way to start a game. But I thought, maybe NBA would come back with a little heat, but I don't think this is what they wanted to see, come right out of the gate.
No, not at all. Not at all. But Lipscomb Academy started the drive off with a, they just marched right down the field. 76-yard drive. They scored at the 10:33 mark, and a big 52-yard reception by Bo Strickland, one of their top receivers for Lipscomb Academy. It was off of a bubble screen, but nonetheless, those types of throws are what you want to have your quarterback build some confidence.
Right.
And that's exactly what happened. And then, Ty Snell just started, throwing a dart here or there. He's made some first game mistakes. He's stared down a receiver.
Yeah.
And almost, had a pick six and then threw a ball into double coverage from what we've heard from the guys on the broadcast. But other than that, again, he's done an excellent job out there.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. No, couldn't be happier, in the situation that they're in, probably.
Few more scores. We'll get back to the guys. Tellico Plains 22. Oneida has not scored here. Bledsoe County, a 6-1 team, in a dogfight right now with Polk County, 14-7. Bledsoe County with a touchdown advantage. Fulton, 4-3 on the year. They're playing a winless Seymour program, 28-7. Fulton with a 21-point lead. Wartburg 34, Oakdale 12 right now. Concord Christian, Copper Basin. Concord Christian 42. Copper Basin has not scored. Another update, McMinn Central 16, Tyner Academy 7. Giles County 21, Grundy County 8. Marion County 28. Forest, the Fighting Forest Rockets. That's the voice of Craig Ladd. He'll be on tomorrow's show. 28-10. This is a Forest team coming in with a 5-2 record. York Institute 7, Stone Memorial tied at 7. So I'll definitely keep an eye out on that game. Harpeth, a team that, scary good at times. 3-4 on the year. They're up 13-0 over Joe Burns. Shelbyville 21, Spring Hill 0. Cornersville 25, Wayne County 12, McKenzie 28, Houston County 7. We'll end with this one. Sycamore and Cheatham County tied at 7. So what we'll do, we'll go back out to the guys. This is the WNSR Midstate Checkdown Game of the Week. We're at the halfway point. We'll take a break. We'll be right back.
Hey, Nashville, start your day the right way with Bongo Java Cafe, located in the lobby of the Omni Nashville Hotel. Bongo Java is Nashville's oldest local coffee company. Get your day started with a freshly baked muffin and wash it down with a hot cup of dark roast or Hair of the Dog blend. With free Wi-Fi, you can get some work done while enjoying a toasted breakfast sandwich. Beat the traffic. Treat yourself at Bongo Java Cafe, located in the lobby of the Omni Nashville Hotel, 5th Avenue, downtown Music City.
When was the last time you did something fun with family, friends, coworkers, and clients? What if I told you about a place under one roof that offers affordable entertainment for all ages? That's what you'll find at Strike and Spare Family Fun Centers in Donaldson, Hermitage, Tusculum, Hendersonville, and Murfreesboro with bowling, games, food, drink, and entertainment for all ages. Enjoy an enhanced experience in Hendersonville or Murfreesboro where they feature additional fun with bumper cars, laser tag, roller skating, and more. All locations are open 7 days a week, including holidays. Visit online at strikeandspare.com. Strike and Spare, where fun is bowling.
School sports are played by humans, coached by humans, and officiated by humans. So the next time you're sitting in the stands at a school athletic event, please remember this and maintain your humanity, especially when it comes to judging and critiquing athletes, coaches, and officials. Please show your fellow humans some respect. They'll appreciate your empathy.
This message presented by the TSSAA and the Tennessee Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Man, I loved playing high school sports growing up. And it's fun being a fan now, don't get me wrong, but sitting in the stands feels like I'm missing out on all the action, you know? I wanted to get back in the game, so I signed up to be a high school official. It takes me back to my playing days. I'm supporting students, and I get paid to make the big calls. Do you want to see the game up close? Sign up to become an official in Tennessee at highschoolofficials.com.
The MidState Checkdown High School Football Game of the Week will continue shortly. Now, welcome back to the MidState Checkdown High School Football Game of the Week. Now, back to the field for second half kickoff. Joe Fisher with play-by-play and Coach Pete Cordelli with color analysis. Now, down to the field, and here is Joe Fisher.
Thank you, John Young. We got about set for the third quarter. Lipscomb Academy 10, MBA nothing. And if you look at the stats, and we heard some of them from Will Brown, there are a couple that tell you all you need to know. MBA, 9 carries, -1 yards rushing. 3 passes, 14 yards, 13 yards of total offense in the opening half. You go to the other side, Lipscomb Academy, 51 yards rushing, 153 yards passing. And individually, Coach, and we were talking about, Ty Snell, the 8th grader, 13 of 17 passing for 153 yards. That's pretty impressive first half.
Exactly, Joe. And when you look at the breakdown, we always determine 3 areas that you throw into. It's from the line of scrimmage to 10 yards deep or behind, that's short. And then 11 to 24 yards is intermediate. And then anything over 24 yards is deep. Most of the passes have been in that short area, and the receivers have done an excellent job of yards after catch. Yak yards have been big tonight, especially with Bo Strickland on the 52-yarder in the first drive. But you have to credit Ty Snell.
Yep.
The guy has acted like, hey, no big deal.
Been here before.
And you know what? That's the beauty of young guys. Hey, just let me play, Coach.
Yeah. 8 different receivers he hit in the first half,
yes.
As a matter of fact. They spread the ball around.
I think the big thing to look for tonight, or in this second half, is Brooklyn Davis going to be on the field.
Yep.
Because he went off the field there late in the second quarter holding his shoulder. And he is not on the kickoff return team where he was the up back.
He was the return man, so
we don't see him out there right now.
Yeah, we'll take a look and see if we do see him. That would be a big loss for MBA. And I know this is only the opening drive of the third quarter, and there's a lot of room to go, but you get a sense this is a pretty important drive for MBA. 1 first down on the night. Need to establish some kind of momentum if they possibly can. This kickoff is going to be deep for the first time, and actually will go into the end zone. So for the first time, they take it long, and the freshman quarterback, the veteran, Werner for MBA.
We're looking at the futures of both
yes,
programs
we are.
right here.
And we'll get an opportunity to see what he's going to be able to put together. Werner 3 of 4 passing for only 14 yards. Again, MBA not really able to get anything going offensively. And we look, and I don't see Davis out there. Of course, this is an empty backfield on first down. They're going to line up strong left. And Werner in the shotgun from their own 20 on first down. They bring a man in motion right to left. Fake the jet sweep. Werner throws to the flat far side, caught at the 20. Nice open field tackle at the 22. Catch made by Luke Hutchinson. That's his first reception of the night, but well played defensively and only a 2-yard gain.
That's a little boot action to the right. Man comes in motion right to left for MBA. Werner fakes it and then comes out, half roll to the right, hits the tight end in the flat, but excellent tackle in the open field. 2-yard gain.
2nd down and 8 from the 22-yard line. Just underway, third quarter.
This Lipscomb Academy defense has played outstanding
Been
tonight.
stout tonight. They sure have. Shotgun wideouts to each side on 2nd down and 8. Werner takes the snap, looks right all the way, fires. They try a go route, incomplete. He overthrew his intended receiver. He was looking long for Stanley, and the pass was overthrown and brings up 3rd and 8.
Nick Duke, the cornerback for Lipscomb Academy, up in press man coverage that time. And MBA trying to take a deep shot here. And Werner was just way off the mark.
Now the negative to that is now you're in 3rd and long.
Exactly.
3rd and 8. NBA trying to really establish their first offensive drive of the night. Same offensive set in the gun, wideouts to each side. Play action fake, rush is coming. Werner chased, eludes one man, not the second. Dropped at the 22-yard line. Tackle made by number 99, Tony Carter, and that's going to bring up 4th down and a punting situation for the Big Red.
The guy who created the pressure was our man, Amir Leonard Jean Charles. Big fella in there at 6'4", 300 pounds, committed to West Virginia. He has done an excellent job tonight controlling the A-gap and the B-gap for Lipscomb Academy.
Well, when you got 2 300-pounders right in the middle of the defensive line, you can control a lot of the area. Punt is away. Strickland will field it at the 42. Tries to get right, tries to get the sideline, has a stiff arm, and he's knocked out of bounds at midfield. So we got a little bit of real estate, maybe 8 yards on the return, but Lipscomb Academy will start from midfield, actually from the Big Red 49 with their 10-0 lead.
Strickland has some speed now. He could have got to the corner there.
Well, Snell, 13 of 17 passing in the first half, 153 yards. He hit Strickland, Blivens, Wilkerson, Spencer, Baskin, Kilberg, Briggs, and Patterson, each with at least one pass in the first half. Pistol formation, first time tonight. Handoff, Patterson runs left, turns upfield, hit hard at the 46, moves it forward down to about the 44-yard line. Bunton with the tackle for the Big Red, but another 5-yard gain on first down.
Outside stretch play that time. The tight end does an excellent job of sealing the corner, and Drew Patterson bounces it outside. Gain of 6. Good call.
These two teams met last year. NBA won that meeting 14-6. Brooklyn Davis was the big offensive man in that game, 128 yards and a touchdown. He may be injured tonight. We did not see him in that opening drive. 2nd down and 5 from the gun. Snell gives Patterson again. Left side again. Big hole. 40-35 and a first down. Just running left behind Adair and Hicks on that left side of the offensive line, and they'll move the chains again.
I got a little misdirection that time. As Patterson started up to the right, cut back left, got around the corner. Another first down for the Mustangs.
3 receivers triangled to the left. Strickland split wide to the right. Snell on first down, looking right all the way, fires Strickland with a comeback, makes the catch, breaks the tackle. Inside the 30, dragged out of bounds at about the 25-yard line. They had a shot at him back near the line of scrimmage on a shoestring tackle, but Strickland was strong enough to get out of it and actually gain 9 yards on the play.
Excellent throw by Ty Snell. My gosh, what an arm. Ball was out quick, accurately thrown, and Strickland does the rest.
And again, from what we understand, 13 years old,
yes.
8th grader.
Be 14 in December.
2nd and 1. Patterson running behind his offensive line, breaks 2, 3 tackles, and bulls it down to about the 18-yard line. He had a hand on the back of his blockers and was trying to steer them along and moves the chains back into the red zone again.
You know, you always watch your running back when they're running that inside zone. It's control the burst to acceleration. And Drew Patterson keeps his eyes up, but his feet moving, and he starts sliding sideways, and then boom, puts that foot in the ground and gets the burst upfield for the first down. Excellent vision.
First down from the 18. Blitz coming. They have a screen call, and it's incomplete. They had the right play call. They were trying a screen to Patterson, and the ball actually bounced off the helmet and fell incomplete.
I mean, if that one's complete, that's the house.
It's gone, yes.
Excellent call against the blitz right there. Just quite couldn't get it done.
Second down and 10. If you're just joining us, Lipscomb Academy leading 10-0. MBA had a shot at a pick six in the first half that would have given this game a very different complexion, but they weren't able to hit it. So now 2nd and 10 from the Big Red 18. Handoff. Patterson tries the right side, has room inside the 10. Boy, he's running downhill.
Yes.
Pushes it down to the 7, and it'll be 1st and goal for the Mustangs.
Again, Patterson working behind Noah Hacker, the right tackle. And I just love the way this guy runs.
Yep, running hard again. This time into the middle. Going to be stopped for maybe a gain of about a yard. There is leading the charge. Franks, the big nose guard.
MBA now starting to come with the all-out blitz inside. So I wouldn't be surprised if Lipscomb Academy goes back to the first play they started to drive with, the outside stretch play, outside zone.
Ball is near the right hash mark, sitting at the 8-yard line. 2nd down and goal. 7:43 left, third quarter. Lipscomb Academy leading 10-0 and threatening. 2 wide left, 1 right. Patterson has been in the entire way at tailback in this drive. He'll get the handoff again and go, breaks a tackle somehow, gets to the 4-yard line. He absolutely disappeared back at the 10 under 3 MBA players and squirted out the other way and ended up getting a gain on the play.
The initial contact had him bounce back. And he, like you said, Joe, he just slid out to the left, put his foot in the ground, and turned a lost yardage play into a positive play.
He got it all the way down to the 4. 3rd and goal. Drive has primarily been number 22, Drew Patterson. He comes out of the contest now, and Crockett checks in at tailback. 3rd and goal from the 4. Snell gives. Crockett up the middle. Touchdown, Lipscomb Academy.
That time, Lipscomb Academy went with both tight end, 12 personnel, 2 tight ends. They were both off the ball. They run inside zone to the left. Crockett presses the line of scrimmage and then finds the seam and gets it in the end zone untouched. Well blocked up front. Lipscomb Academy has been the more physical team all night long.
Jung on for the extra point. Good snap. And his line drive kick is up, and it's good. No good. It's off to the right. He missed it wide right.
Wow.
Well, Patterson did most of the work.
Yeah.
But it was Crockett that got to cash it in. 16-0 Lipscomb Academy on WNSR, Nashville Sports Radio.
I love playing sports, especially for my school. And that's because school sports are special. It's where it's safe to fail. It's where we're taught resilience, where our fear becomes confidence. It's where we learn to get back up after every fall. School sports are where 7.8 million students go from I can't to I can.
This message presented by the TSSAA and the Tennessee Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Hey Nashville, Bill King with the Bill King Show. Weekday morning, 6 to 9. You're listening to the MidState Checkdown High School Football Game of the Week. Now back to Joe Fisher and Coach Pete Cordelli.
Lipscomb Academy, created in 2012, used to be Lipscomb High School, became Lipscomb Academy. Program 32 playoff appearances over its long tenure, going all the way back. 5 state championships, 5 state runner-ups. Team that actually missed the playoffs last year, trying to work their way back into contention. And leading this one 16-0. Kickoff fielded at the 2, up the middle to the 15 to the 21, and that's where the Big Red will start 1st and 10 after the turn by Warner Hart. And this offense has been stymied tonight, Coach Cordelli. They got to find some way to put a couple of first downs together.
They've only had one first down, so that's a credit to the Lipscomb Academy defense. I mean, again, this defensive front has controlled the line of scrimmage for Lipscomb Academy and made it very difficult for the MBA offense to try to get anything going.
So the freshman quarterback, Charlie Werner, up under center to take the snap on first down. Hands off, tailback coming to the near side, tackled at the 22, 23-yard line.
It's Isaiah Perry, number 4.
Yep, it's his first carry of the night. That tends to make me think, as you mentioned, Brooklyn Davis is not going to play anymore.
Yeah, he left late in the second quarter, and we have not seen him back. So
couldn't tell exactly what it was. It looked like, as they say in hockey, it looked like an upper body injury.
Yes.
He didn't look like it was a leg as he didn't hobble off the field, but
hope he's all right.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a big loss for MBA. 2nd and 9. Man in motion, left to right. Play action fake. Werner being chased. Steps up, now throws long over the middle. Has a man caught at midfield. Big gain, biggest play of the night for the Big Red offensively on the reception to Colton Erickson, and a gain on the play of 29.
Erickson was the back coming out of the backfield that time on the play action pass, and Werner was under some heat there. He had pressure from big number 98, Kobe Collins, but Werner puts the ball. That's the best throw of the night, obviously.
And obviously their biggest offensive play of the night. First down from midfield. 5:15 to go, third quarter. Lipscomb Academy leading 16-0. Up under center is Werner. Handoff on a stretch play, running right and nowhere to go. In fact, a loss of about 3 yards. Actually, a Mustang player, I believe that was Collins. That was 99. That was Carter. Came out with the football, but it had already been ruled down. Nonetheless, a loss of 3 on that play.
Tony Carter is a guy that's got a great future going to the next level. It was unfortunate a year ago. He had knee surgery, but now he's come back, and he looks like the Antonio Carter of old right there, getting upfield for the tackle for loss.
6'2", 265. 3-yard loss. You rarely see a 3-yard loss on a running play like that, but they got into the backfield early. 2nd down and 13. Big Red back at their own 47. From the gun this time, Werner. Looking, flushed. Steps up, rush coming, hit from behind. Ball is out. Let's see if they're going to rule it. They're going to say it's an incomplete pass. Werner never saw him coming from behind, but it was ruled that his arm was going forward, and it was an incomplete pass.
Tony Carter, again, this is his series right now. He has really turned it up to get pressure on Werner right there. I thought he knocked that ball out.
It was close.
But the referee was standing right there.
That's where the quarterback's got to have that little clock going off in his head that says, I got to get out of here or get rid of this.
Got to feel the pressure.
Yep. He felt it all right.
Yeah.
3rd and 13.
You want to get rid of it before you physically
feel it. That's right,
yes.
Yeah. And I believe a timeout's going to be taken here. We'll keep it here. Mustangs have really just been dominant on both sides of the football so far tonight, leading by a score of 16-0.
And when you look at this defensive front for Lipscomb Academy, I mean, Danny Brown has had a big play. Kobe Collins, the tackle, has gotten pressure. Amir, Leonard, Gene Charles has gotten pressure. And now Tony Carter, the other end. All 4 of these guys have made a huge contribution to slowing down this MBA offense tonight.
You know, you look at this MBA team, comes in 3-4, won the opener, a last-second field goal, basically a walk-off win, a field goal to beat Pearl Cone.
Right.
Lost to Ensworth, beat MUS, then lost to CPA. The loss to Father Ryan is one that kind of sticks out because Ryan had not won that game in a long time. So that was a big win for them. Then lost to McCauley. Actually played McCauley very well, 13-0. And then the loss to Knox Catholic, 24-23. 3rd down and 13 after the timeout. Werner with play action. Steps up, fires underneath, pass caught. Oh, no, dropped, incomplete. Attempting to make the sliding catch was Nicholas Lucas. He would have been about 2 yards shy of the first down, but now 4th and 13, and the Big Red will have to bring on the punting unit.
Lucas was lined up on the left side of the formation that time, took 2 steps upfield, and then went diagonal right across the field, and the ball hit him right in the hands. So unfortunate that the ball was dropped, but now it's 4th and 13.
Chandra back to punt, standing inside the Big Red 35. Gets this one away. It'll be fielded at about the 15-yard line. Strickland gives ground all the way back to the 12, now finds a little room. Finally knocked down at about the 18. He ran about 25 yards to get 3, but he's down first down at the 18-yard line. But you can tell he's dangerous.
Oh, he really is. But excellent coverage that time by Jack Stanley for MBA, who Stanley turned back inside and almost created a turnover there trying to pull the ball out of Strickland's arm.
You sense, Coach, that's exactly what NBA needs. They need a turnover, need something to turn the tide here.
Flip the field.
Yep.
That would have been nice.
First down, Mustangs from their own 18. Pistol formation for the 8th grade quarterback, Ty Snell. Takes the snap, hands off, tailback, running left. Bounces it outside, gets the seam, 25-30, down the sideline, 40, 45, midfield, still going, and shoved out of bounds at the 41-yard line of MBA. And that was C.J. Jim Coley, once again, known as a defensive player, but boy, when they've given him the ball, my goodness.
That's the outside stretch play again to the left side. But how about Jim Coley? Once he got around the corner, that extra burst of speed to get the ball up for a explosive play.
They line up in the same offensive set, first down from the 41. This time they're strong right. They'll try the right side. Jim Coley bounces it outside, needs a block, got one. A stiff arm across the 40 down to the 37-yard line. Boy, big, tough running. And finally, 3 or 4 NBA players combined to make the stop, led by Graham Geschke, the cornerback. That's a big, hard body coming at you.
That sure is. I mean, CJ does a great job of getting a great body lean and running through people. He is one physical football player.
Gain of 3 on that play, 2nd down and 7. 2:50 to go, 3rd quarter. Lipscomb Academy leading MBA 16-0. In the gun, Snell gives Patterson. Bursts inside the 35 down to about the 32-yard line. He was brought down basically from behind by Armstrong, the linebacker. But a big burst and another nice gain sets up 3rd and 1.
Drew Patterson running the inside zone. He's lined up on the right side of the offense between the right guard, right tackle, takes a step inside, breaks it upfield. But again, accelerating his feet on contact for extra yardage.
Chances are he'll get the ball again. He does, goes up the middle, has the first down, pushes it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
Keep moving the chains.
Yeah, they sure do.
And running the clock.
Jack Stanley with the tackle, the strong safety. But, again, that offensive line, really both lines tonight for Lipscomb Academy have really controlled the line of scrimmage.
Well, you're running behind that time the right guard, Chauncey Gooden, at 6'4", 340, and the right tackle Noah Hacker at 6'2", 270.
Snell, they try to set up a screen. Pass called at 30, 25, still on his feet, 20, leans forward to the 15-yard line, got tripped from behind. They set it up to Lex Baskin, the H-back. Well, this offense, they have just spread it around to a number of different people.
Tunnel screen that time. Baskin was on the outside, came in, the slot receiver kicked out the corner. Nice run.
First down, handoff, Patterson cuts it back to the right, now moves to the left, gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Boy, he doesn't go backwards, does he, Coach?
No, he goes sideways.
Yep.
He's as fast sideways as he is going forward, Joe. And that's the jump cut, the balance, but you have to have the vision as well. This young guy's got it all.
6-yard gain on first down. We're approaching the final minute of quarter number 3. And
we have seen some really good running backs.
Sure have.
During our broadcast.
Yeah, we've had this. We have, certainly.
Yep.
2nd and 4 from the 9, and Lipscomb in no hurry. Mustangs break the huddle, go to the line of scrimmage. Shotgun formation. Patterson standing off the left shoulder of the quarterback, Snell. give Patterson up the middle, big hole, bounces it to the left, turns back to the right, and takes it into the end zone for a touchdown. Boy, jump cut right, jump cut left, jump cut right, end zone.
You know, if I do get a chance to talk to this young man, those back drills that he worked on as a ninth grader are paying off.
Apparently so.
No, this guy works at it now. Joe, his work ethic is unbelievable. I mean, he's always looking for an edge to get better, and it showed right there.
Jung on to attempt the extra point. Missed the last one and didn't miss this one, drives it through. Well, Patterson got to cash this one in. The last drive, he used his legs to get it all the way down there, and somebody else scored. This time he got to do it. Domination continues by Lipscomb Academy. It's 23-0 on WNSR, Nashville Sports Radio.
Hey, this is Greg Pogue inviting you to come hang out every Saturday morning for 2 hours of shows from the iconic Roy's Meat Service in East Nashville. First at 8 o'clock, 13th season of Prep Football Talk presented by Freeman Webb with co-host Coach Bubba Spears. Then following that at 9 from Roy's, it's the return of One-on-One with Greg Pogue, also presented by Freeman Webb. That's Saturday morning at 8 with Prep Football Talk. And then One-on-One with Greg Pogue at 9, all presented by Freeman Webb from Roy's Meat Service in East Nashville.
Let's go.
Oh, I like
It's up to you now. It's up to you.
I like it.
You're listening to WNSR's MidState Checkdown High School Football Game of the Week. Here's Joe Fisher and Pete Cordelli.
Lipscomb Academy impressive tonight. The Mustangs lead MBA 23-0 with 32 seconds left in the third quarter. The combination of the quarterback, the young quarterback Snell, spreading it around to 8 different receivers, maybe 9 by now. Kickoff fielded at the 6. Bouncing it right, 15-20, got a little room to the 25, hesitates across the 30 and out of bounds at the 32 on a nice return where MBA will start first down in desperate need of some offense and some points. The other side of that, Coach, I was talking about Snell, Patterson, he's thrown the team on his back in this third quarter.
Well, and the other guy that's come in and given him a spark, C.J. Jim Coley, at tailback with the stretch play to the left, then he comes back to the right. He was also on the kickoff coverage team right there. Great effort. I mean, this guy does it all. But you're right, Drew Patterson has put this team on his back.
Well, let's see if the Big Red can find – got a holding penalty on MBA, so they're going to walk that back to the 16-yard line.
This has not been a good night for MBA.
It has not in any aspect. You're right.
All 3 phases?
That's right, Coach Fisher. First down from their own 16. 24 seconds left, third quarter. Handoff to the tailback, and it's pushed to about the 18-yard line. Again, Brooklyn Davis, who is their leading running back, left the game late in the second quarter with some type of injury and has not, we assume it was some type of injury, and has not returned. So the tailback duties have been shared now between Isaiah Perry and Colton Erickson.
That's the end of
And that is the end of quarter number 3. It's been all Mustangs. Lipscomb Academy 23, Montgomery Bell Academy nothing on WNSR, Nashville Sports Radio.
Are you a victim of the timeshare trap and think there's no way out? I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group, the original timeshare cancellation expert. And I'm here to tell you that there is a way out. All you need to do is give my office a call. I will send you a timeshare exit information kit absolutely free, explaining how the timeshare industry works and your options for cancellation.
Call now for your free info kit, 800-328-9696. That's 800-328-9696.
When the arena lights dim for a concert, or when the crowd becomes one at a big game, you can almost feel like you're the biggest fan. But who's your biggest fan? It's the person that will get you home safely after a night of drinking. It's the person who looks out for your life to make sure you leave the stadium with someone sober. This could be a designated driver or someone who offers to get you a ride share. Because in Tennessee, fans don't let fans drive drunk. Brought to you by the Tennessee Highway Safety Office, a division of the Tennessee Department of Safety and Homeland Security.
Hey, Hey, Nashville, catch Brad Powers each Friday morning at 8 on The Bill King Show. Now back to the MidState Checkdown High School football game of the week. Here's Joe Fisher.
Opening play of quarter number 4. The play started as a run to the left, and it finished with a huge hit by Trip Naaman, the strong safety. And now it's 3rd down and 6.
That's a highlight reel tackle right there. Came downhill, stayed square, knocked him back. No extra yardage after contact. Big hit by Trip Naaman.
3rd down and 6 for the Big Red, trailing 23-0. Werner to throw down the far sideline, little back shoulder throw, and the catch is made at the 43-yard line for the first down. That was Nicholas Lucas.
Lucas beats Nick Duke, the cornerback playing press man there. Nice throw by Werner.
Yep.
To get it to his receiver, who judges the ball very well and brings it down through contact.
His second catch of the night gives him forward progress actually to the 45-yard line. First down with 11 minutes left, and MBA in desperate need of a score. First down, Big Red. 2 receivers left. That's the short side of the field. Werner, the freshman, takes a high shotgun snap. Rush is coming. Pass caught far side, complete. Getting back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about all, is Erickson.
Excellent pursuit that time by Chris Thompson, who is just an excellent linebacker, has a number of offers right now, hasn't committed. But Thompson from his inside linebacker spot runs it down to the right and forces that ball back inside for no gain.
Yep, 2nd and 10, ball at the 45. And you would think Werner goes to the sideline, gets the play, comes back. MBA needs to pick up the pace a little bit if they're going to try to get back in this. 2nd down and 10.
We have not seen them go tempo, have we?
Nope. Man in motion left to right. Werner in the gun. They try to set up a screen to the left. Pass is caught at the 45 midfield. Breaks a tackle to the 45. It'll be a first down to about the 43-yard line on the reception by Fletcher Shirley, the tight end. Well-designed play. Shirley went north and south with it and moved the chains.
Tight end screen back to the left. Werner half rolls to the right. All the offensive linemen look like they're pass blocking to the right, and then he comes back and times it very well to his tight end on the left. Nice run after catch for another NBA first down.
Haven't said that very often tonight. They have not put a couple of first downs together on a drive. 1st and 10 from the Mustangs 43. Werner under center. Throws a little streak down the far sideline, incomplete. They tried that back shoulder again to Lucas. This one was just a little bit out of his reach.
You know, Nick Duke, the corner, is running, as they say, in phase, stride with the receiver, but he's never looking back for the ball. So that's when you want to take advantage of that back shoulder throw.
2nd and 10. 9:21 left to play. Lipscomb Academy scored on the opening drive of the game, added a field goal on their second drive of the game. They have not looked back, leading 23-0. Blitz coming here by Lipscomb Academy, right into the teeth of that blitz and breaking through and still on his feet and grinding down to the 38-yard line with big, tough running is Isaiah Perry. Boy, he just ran into the group and came out the other side.
Talk about a back running behind his pads and not going down on contact. He ran through some would-be tacklers there to gain some extra yardage and now put MBA in a manageable situation to make the first down.
3rd down and 5. Werner under center again. Wide out split to each side on the numbers. Mustangs bring the blitz again. Werner being chased, dumps it underneath, nowhere to go. He threw it to a receiver who was a couple of yards in front of him, actually lost 3 yards on the play on the catch made by Hutchinson. This has got to be 4-down territory. You're down 23-0.
Yeah, you got to go forward here, but I don't understand. You know you're getting pressure up the middle. It was an excellent call to get the quarterback outside the pressure, but the tight end kept coming back to the quarterback rather than going upfield. So it ends up in a lost yardage play.
His pass was about 2 yards. I mean, he was right there in front of him.
And the receiver has to threaten the defense going upfield.
4th down and 8 for the Big Red. Rush coming again on the blitz. Verner swarmed under and sacked back at the 47. Mustangs on the last 3 plays just brought the house. That time leading the charge was Chris Thompson, the senior linebacker. 4.5 sacks on the season, and that'll turn the ball over on downs.
Again, Lipscomb Academy, the more physical of the football teams, and it shows up there on 4th down again.
Well, you wonder, Coach, if there comes a point where it looks like Lipscomb Academy doesn't fear the long ball
at all.
So they're just sending the blitz. They did it 3 consecutive plays.
You know, Joe, until you can show the opponent you can beat them with both the run and the pass, you take away one thing and force their hand, and that's what Lipscomb Academy's done tonight.
Crockett is the tailback. He'll get the handoff on 1st down and maybe a yard or so as the tackle was made by Regal, who was trying to strip that football away, which is a wise thing to do in this situation. He had one arm around the running back and one arm trying to rip the football away.
Porter Regal's a good-looking young guy, 6'3", 225 defensive tackle right there.
No gain on the play, 2nd down and 10. And obviously the Mustangs can afford to be very patient.
I'd be surprised if they snap this ball with more than 5 seconds on the play clock.
It's at 10 right now on 2nd down and 10. There's the snap. Handoff Crockett. Weaves across the 50 to the 49-yard line. He'll get 5 and bring up a 3rd down and 5. That was Bunton, who's had a strong defensive night for the Big Red with another tackle.
This offensive line for Lipscomb Academy, 3 of the 5 starters up front are all seniors, with Hacker at right tackle, Gooden at right guard, and Adair at left tackle, and they're doing an excellent job. But Sloan and Bass, Sloan the junior center, and Hicks, the left guard, they have done a great job up front tonight.
3rd down and 6 for the Mustangs, and a whistle. I believe, was that a timeout taken over here?
Yes.
Timeout taken by Lipscomb Academy? Yes. So they opt to take the timeout. You know, we talked about Lipscomb Academy's history. It was the Lipscomb High School, then Lipscomb Academy, and their history. Boy, MBA, you talk about a storied history, 36 playoff appearances, 16 straight.
Yeah.
Last year beat Ensworth 17-14 in a great one in the playoffs. Then lost to Macaulay 33-15. MBA 9 state championships. Their most recent one 2014. Of course, anybody that's been around here in Nashville for any period of time remembers Tommy Owen, the great teams that he had at MBA all those years. And
I can remember coming to the MidState and recruiting, and the first 2 places you went was MBA and Brentwood Academy.
Oh, yes.
2 great coaches.
Carlton Flatt, Tommy Owen.
Yep. This area had a lot of good football players, very well coached teams. They still do.
Sure do. 3rd and 6 now after the timeout. Mustangs flip the field. They bring the 3 receivers from the right side to the left, trying to get organized. I think they're finally ready to go. Let's get a line up here finally in a triangle, kind of a triangle formation. Snell out of the gun, being rushed and chased. He eases left. Now he's going to try to get what he can, trying to get that football out of his hands. He put 2 arms around it, and he's dropped for a gain of 1 on the play. And one of the NBA players tried to help him up, Coach. That was Regal that walked over to help him up, and then Snell said it's okay, and he got up, and Regal said, oh, by the way, you dropped your mouthpiece.
Exactly. I have to tell you, every coach held his breath on that run on the Lipscomb Academy sideline. Going, get down, get down.
Interesting decision here now. 4th down and 4, and Lipscomb from the NBA 47 lining up as if they're going to go for this. I think they're just trying to draw the Big Red off sides. Play clock is at 1, at 0. Actually, they did take the snap at 0. Now they're going to heave it over the middle. Pass is batted into the air and incomplete. They tried to jam it into coverage. Good coverage there by the Big Red, and that will force the turnover on downs.
Graham Geschke, the corner for MBA, does a nice job of closing on the receiver and causing the deflection right there. Pass broken up by Greschke, the corner.
So with 5:32 left to play, MBA gets the ball on downs. They'll start from their own 47-yard line.
And you don't want to be shut out. You want to get points on the board. So this is a big drive right here.
Now, in the last defensive set for the Mustangs, they blitzed on almost every play. This time they'll just bring the regular 4, and a handoff up the middle gets a yard by Erickson.
Kobe Collins does a great job of getting penetration and making that tackle for a 1-yard gain.
And lost his helmet in the process, so he has to come off for a play.
6'3", 325. And moves very well.
You can tell, just watching him run off the field, this is a pretty nimble guy.
What you notice, Joe, he uses his hands very well, extends, and then follows the ball. It's hard to play defense if you can't find the ball. And Collins found it right there. 1-yard gain.
2nd and 9 from the 48. Werner in the gun. Has time. Throws. Pass caught. Breaking a tackle inside the 45 to the 40-yard line and a first down. That's Hutchinson with a nice reception and yards after contact to move the chains.
It's the first time tonight Werner's had a chance to throw with a clean pocket, not having someone in his face pressuring him.
Well, they didn't blitz that time, and I wonder if that might change the Mustangs' approach.
Collins is back in.
He's got the helmet adjusted. Again, Werner goes to the sideline, gets the play call, and comes back. So that uses about 10 seconds or so. And officials timeout. I'm wondering if this is an equipment issue. Whatever they did, they got it fixed and remedied. Now we're ready to go. Werner to throw. Over the middle, into traffic, intercepted. Picked over the 20, coming back to the 25 to the 30, to the 35 to the 40, and to the 45-yard line. The interception by Trip Naiman. And that should pretty much wrap it up for the Mustangs with 4:03 left to play.
And we have a penalty on the far side after the play. Joe, NBA had a left guard, left tackle, tight end in there, but no one released on the left side. And Naiman was sitting there covering the tight end. When he saw the tight end stay at home to block, he just got back. And what you tell a guy is fine work. Find the guys coming to you. He undercut that ball right there and made a great play on the interception.
So they're going to walk this back after the play. Unsportsmanlike conduct on Lipscomb Academy. It might have been a little celebration.
Yeah, I would think.
So they'll walk it back to the 30-yard line of the Mustangs, where they will start first down. In total command, leading 23-0 with 4:03 left.
Yeah, great play by Naiman, though, to read what was going on and make that interception.
So Snell, the 8th grader, has gone all the way and been very impressive at quarterback. Handoff, pushing it across the 35 out to the 40 on his first carry of the night is number 27, and that is Jesse McCormick with the carry, and he gets a first down.
5th different running back that Lipscomb Academy has used tonight. That's a nice situation to have.
Yes, it is. Patterson's primarily been the workhorse.
Yes.
Crockett got his carries.
Jim Coley.
Jim Coley had a couple of very impressive carries. First down for the Mustangs from their 40. Clock running, 3:30 left to play. Handoff again. Same play. This pushes it out to the 44-yard line on the gain. Brings up 2nd down and 6, and this is where the Mustangs will be in no hurry as McCormick gets his 2nd carry in a row.
Tav Schaefer is now in at quarterback for Ty Snell.
So Shafter, he took one snap in the first half. That was on a 4th down play.
Yep.
Well, I would think the film room will be pretty happy with their 8th grade quarterback.
I would think so.
Maybe a couple of decisions that were ill-advised, but didn't really cost them.
Learning experience.
Yep. Keeper by Shafter running to the right. He'll have midfield. He'll have more. 45. Oh, he's upended at the 40-yard line. on his shoestring tackle, and you can kind of see the frustration because he thought he had a little more turf open in front of him, but I think Armstrong was able to just get a shoe top, and that was enough.
Design quarterback run. Schaefer fakes to the back. He has a lead blocker in front of him, gets around the left edge right there. And like you said, Joe, he was looking for the end zone there, but got tripped up.
You know, he was the primary starter earlier, 95 for 159 for 979 yards, 7 touchdowns, 3 interceptions on the season. He's going to keep it again on the read option and get it to the line of scrimmage, and that's about all. And a little bit of blocking through the whistle downfield, but no penalty there. This is I would think folks around the state look at this one and go, well, people were looking at Lipscomb Academy going, well, they're 1-5. I think this sends a message they're not done.
Well, you have to like what the coaching staff has done here and saying, hey, this season isn't over. Our future is in our own hands, and there are some really good football players on this team. And golly, what a nice plan both offensively and defensively tonight by Lipscomb Academy.
You know, they came in only 0-1 in Division II, Class 3A out of the East, and timeout taken by the Mustangs.
Yeah, play clock got down to 1. Unfortunate that this team cannot go to the playoffs this year.
Right.
But every game you're playing right now is for the playoffs. So, because this is the last time a number of these young men will play high school football. And so you want to go out strong and you have a chance to win out.
MBA on the other side about to fall to 3-5.
Now, MBA, they lost their starting quarterback, Hugh Price, first series of the first game. Price is a 6'5", 190-pound junior. There is some talk. He's going to be back before the end of the season.
Yeah, originally it was thought he was lost for the season.
Right.
That may not be the case.
Exactly.
And you've seen him. He can sling it around.
He can throw it, yes. I've seen him in 7-on-7s and saw him last year. Very, very accurate with the ball. And it'll be interesting to see how quickly he gets back on the field for the Big Red.
Shafter fires, caught at the 35-yard line. That was a little no-look, Coach. He looked out to the right and then threw it over the middle and got the catch for a 5-yard gain.
Bo Strickland was in the slot, ran the bubble to the outside. The inside receiver runs a 5-yard stop. Tav is looking out to the bubble and just throws it. Little Mahomes look right there.
That was impressive.
Nice job, Tav.
45 seconds left. If they let this play clock run down just a little bit, this could be the final play. Mustangs break the huddle ball at the MBA 35-yard line. 30 seconds left in the contest. Shafter claps his hands. Actually, they waited a little bit too long, and the play clock got down to 0. Wanted to work it down, but worked it down 1 second too far.
Yep. All right. Third down. Do you get in victory now? Snap it and game's over?
Just get out of here and go?
Yes. Wow.
That would make sense. Yeah, big. I don't think it's a surprise that Lipscomb Academy won the game necessarily, but I think it is a bit of a surprise how dominating they were on both sides of the football.
Anytime you get a shutout, that's a great night's work.
They will go from the gun. Shafter's just going to keep it run to the left. Oh, he took that shot, and he probably would have preferred to take a knee. He got hammered at the 41-yard line on what will be the final play of the night.
What a hit by Rush Bunt.
That was big.
Woo. You talk about getting downhill.
Yep, that's when they'll go to the film room and say, Coach, victory formation next time. We don't need that.
Yeah, he squared him up pretty good.
Yes, he did. Impressive night for Lipscomb Academy. They lead wire to wire and shut out the Big Red of MBA by a score of 23-0. With the victory, Lipscomb Academy 2-5 on the season. The Big Red of MBA fall to 3-5 overall. Stay with us. More from Lipscomb Academy in just a moment on WNSR Nashville Sports Radio.
With more more than 18,000 apartments, you know Freeman Webb apartment communities must be managed with expertise. Professionals who care about the quality of your residence, upkeep, cleanliness, and safety. Freeman Webb is affiliated with the most dynamic realtors in Nashville and the surrounding areas. Whether your needs are commercial or residential, their highly trained realtors will assist you in attaining all of your real estate goals. Since 1979, when founded by Bill Freeman and Jimmy Webb, and now led by Bob Freeman, visit freemanwebb.com to find out so much more.
It's the NFL on Sports USA, and we're a mile high as the Los Angeles Chargers head to the mountains to take on the Denver Broncos. The Bolts are electric thanks to Justin Herbert and a lad named McConkey.
McConkey again, and how he kept his feet in, I have no idea.
Denver has a new sheriff in town leading the Broncos, the rookie Bo Nix. It's the Chargers at the Broncos this Sunday on Sports USA.
Coverage starts at 2:30, live on WNSR Nashville Sports Radio.
Hey, the next time you need urgent care, instead of sitting in a dreaded waiting room, call Medical House Calls to give you the care you need in the comfort of your home, office, or wherever you are. Medical House Calls treats everything an urgent care can and provides a variety of preventative healthcare services, including IV therapy, NAD, and a cutting-edge weight loss program that is proven to work. Medical House Calls delivers the highest quality care for children, adults, and seniors. Scheduling appointments is super easy. Go to medicalhousecalls.com, medicalhousecalls.com, and click on Schedule an Appointment. It's that easy. Medical House Calls. The nearest clinic is where you are.
Hey, this is Greg Pugh. While Nashville might be changing and shifting around us, the inner soul and vibe of the city remains vibrant and very much alive. Take an iconic location like Roy's Meat Service in East Nashville. It's the place around the corner with the finest prime meats and amazing meals served by wonderful people and anything else you might need without going to the big box store. Roy's Meat Service is a preferred caterer of the Nashville Cats. Give them a call at 615-227-2583 or visit roymeatservice.com.
You're listening to WNSR's MidState Checkdown High School Football Game of the Week. Here's Joe Fisher and Pete Cordelli.
A very impressive night by the Mustangs of Lipscomb Academy. They shut out MBA tonight by a score of 23-0. Their second win of the year. They scored on the opening drive, scored a touchdown, followed that up with a field goal, and really just dominant defensively, led 10-0 at the half. MBA had one shot that might have made a difference. They had an opportunity for what very likely would have been a pick six in the second quarter. Had it right there, and they just could not make the play. Score there, make it 10-7, who knows? But they never got anything really on track all night offensively.
No, I mean, the big problem was that Lipscomb Academy controlled both lines of scrimmage, but defensively for the Mustangs, they kept putting MBA in lost yardage situations, particularly in the first half on first and second down. It's always hard to play from behind the chains, especially with a freshman quarterback, and not much of a threat of a passing game. So Lipscomb Academy, as the game went on, laid their ears back and got after it pretty good.
Yeah, they really did. Werner, the freshman, did not have a bad night necessarily, but was overshadowed by the 8th grade quarterback that did an outstanding job in Ty Snell. And really a lot of credit to Lipscomb Academy's coaches. The game plan they put together I thought was excellent and well executed tonight.
Got Snell involved with some swing passes, short passes early.
All right, we're good.
Build up his confidence. DP!
Yep, Drew Patterson going to join us here. And Drew,
what's up? What's up?
Yeah, congratulations. Nice night.
Appreciate it.
Did you expect you couldn't have expected this kind of game, this one-sided a game?
Well, we came out Monday with a lot of energy, and we knew this week was going to be a big week for us. So we just had to come out, and play our best football and just go 1-0 like we do every day.
Drew, it is great to see all the work you put in from your 9th grade year on. And, man, all you've done is get better. And it sure was fun to watch you tonight. But tell me about all those bag drills we used to do, man.
Coach P, I knew that was you.
Yeah.
What's up?
I was wondering if you were going to figure that out.
Oh, man, all that paid off, Coach. I promise you, man. I think about you every day. I be wondering how you doing, man.
Hey, I'm telling you what, I'm doing a lot better tonight watching you, brother.
Yes, sir.
I tell you what, you have I told these guys here, you were always asking questions, always looking to get better.
Yes,
and my goodness, you're having a great year. And, tonight was very impressive, especially with the way you ran inside zone, stretch, and some of the different things that they had dialed up for you tonight.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Hey, that's all to you. You taught me the fronts, read the fronts, the play side, nose, all that. Linebackers, watch their eyes. You taught me all that, Coach.
Hey, buddy, I'm telling you, you are a great young man to coach, and you know I'm here for you, brother.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Tell me, before we let you go, Drew, you got a young guy at quarterback who's, 13 years old, something like that. He sure didn't play like that tonight. What kind of responsibility do you guys around him feel to try to make sure he can do his best?
We just try to let him be himself. We don't want to, be all in his ear telling him to, do this, do that. We just let him be free and play his ball because he got special talent, and Lipscomb is in good hands with him here.
It sure looks like it. Hey, congratulations. Great night tonight.
Sir, thank you.
Very impressive.
Thank y'all,
good luck, buddy.
All right. Drew Patterson, a great job. Really in the third quarter, they sort of just put the ball in his hands, and he just marched them downfield on a couple of different occasions.
Joe, as a ninth grader, he came to me and he said, Coach, he said, on my reads, and we said pre-snap read, is it a 3-man front, 4-man front, center covered, guards covered? He started drawing every play against both fronts, and he would come back and he'd say, is this right? Is this right? I mean, this young man has just evolved, and you should see him work in the weight room now. I mean, the guy can't get enough. You know, they talk about gym rats, weight room rat.
Yep.
This guy's got it all going, and he is got his best football still ahead of him.
I tell you what, we'll take a break. We'll come back. Hopefully, we'll have Coach Graham with us, and that when we come back here in just a moment, Lipscomb Academy wins 23-0 over MBA on WNSR Nashville Sports Radio.
Hey, Nashville, start your day the right way with Bongo Java Cafe, located in the lobby of the Omni Nashville Hotel. Bongo Java is Nashville's oldest local coffee company. Get your day started with a freshly baked muffin and wash it down with a hot cup of dark roast or hair of the dog blend. With free Wi-Fi, you can get some work done while enjoying a toasted breakfast sandwich. Beat the traffic. Treat yourself at Bongo Java Cafe, located in the lobby of the Omni Nashville Hotel, 5th Avenue, downtown Music City.
When was the last time you did something fun with family, friends, coworkers, and clients? What if I told you about a place under one roof that offers affordable entertainment for all ages? That's what you'll find at Strike and Spare Family Fun Centers in Donaldson, Hermitage, Tusculum, Hendersonville, and Murfreesboro, with bowling, games, food, drink, and entertainment for all ages. Enjoy an enhanced experience in Hendersonville or Murfreesboro, where they feature additional fun with bumper cars, laser tag, roller skating, and more. All locations are open 7 days a week, including holidays. Visit online at strikeandspare.com. Strike and Spare, where fun is bowling.
I love playing sports, especially for my school. And that's because school sports are special. It's where it's safe to fail. It's where we're taught resilience, where our fear becomes confidence. It's where we learn to get back up after every fall. School sports are where 7.8 million students go from I can't to I can.
This message presented by the TSSAA and the Tennessee Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Bar Lines at the Omni Nashville Hotel downtown is at the heart of Music City. Located within walking distance of the Country Music Hall of Fame, Bar Lines at the Omni is your downtown honky-tonk destination. Watch your team from any seat on their plentiful HD TVs and catch a live show on the Bar Lines stage featuring live music 7 days a week. Bar Lines has the ultimate Southern comfort food. Get started with classic fried green tomatoes or bourbon barbecue wings. Then it's on to the massive Smashville double stack or the world famous Bar Lines grinder. Oh, you've never heard of the Bar Lines grinder? 2 kinds of cheese, lettuce, Dijon, smoked turkey, smoked bacon, smoked ham. Now that's some smoke you want. Local brews and local spirits are on tap at Bar Lines. Take a seat on the patio outside and soak up the rhythm of Music City. Bar Lines at the Omni Nashville Hotel, 5th Avenue, downtown.
Hey, this is Greg Pogue of The Greg Pogue Show. Now back to the action at the MidState High School Checkdown Game of the Week with the voice of high school football, Joe Fisher.
Welcome back to Lipscomb Academy. Very impressive performance by the Mustangs. They blank MBA tonight by a score of 23-0. Joe Fisher, Pete Cordelli with you in the booth, joined by Mustangs head coach Jamie Graham. And Coach, congratulations. I mean, it was an impressive, dominating performance wire to wire. Just talk about the game plan you put together for this young quarterback to execute tonight.
Yeah, we knew that
at the end of the day, we knew that they were going to be super detailed to be where they needed to be. And so we wanted to make sure we got the ball out of his hands fast. We wanted to help our offensive line out and allow their defensive line to run east and west. And so after we made them do that, we knew we could run the ball up the middle some and get what we wanted with the run game.
Well, the running back room multiplied greatly tonight.
Yes.
I mean, with CJ jumping in there behind Drew and Zach, and then the young guy, 27, coming in, McCormick, and then the way you use Lex. I mean, my goodness, a bunch of weapons right there running the football for you.
Yes, sir. It was good because, we've worked CJ for about 2.5 weeks now at running back, but he was a running back in the 8th grade, and so I just told him just go back to your 8th grade CJ self, and I know you're going to LSU, and you're going to LSU for a reason, so we got to find a way to get you the ball.
Yeah, and then he's doing great on the coverage.
Yes.
But I got to tell you now, Jackson Spencer running that punt down, along with he and Ty, the future looks pretty bright here for you and the Mustangs.
Yes, sir. We understand that we're young in some places, and we have the 25 class that everyone talks about, but we have some really good young guys that's playing a lot of minutes right now, and so the more we can get them on the field, the better we'll become, and it's only creating depth for us. And so I think the biggest thing, especially in this division, is making sure that your twos are just as good as your ones, and you don't have that drop off. And so if we can do that with young guys, then that puts us in a really good place.
How difficult, Jamie, has it been? You come in, you're 1-5. Had some close losses, frustrating kind of thing. How difficult has it been to keep guys heads up and heads in this, or has it been difficult?
Honestly, it hasn't been difficult. We understand what the schedule was, and I had a talk with them today. I said, listen, at the end of the day, right now, we are 0-1 in the region. We lost to Baylor. And so we still have an opportunity to be at the top of the region. Yes, I know there's no playoffs. I know there's no state championship. But we still have an opportunity to be at the top of the region. And so that's what I feel that matters. If we can do well in this region, which is one of the hardest regions in the state, then I think we'll be fine.
I haven't talked to you in quite a while. You enjoying this?
Oh, listen, I love every bit of it. I am loving
it. Jamie, defensively, you got some guys healthy, especially the two big bodies inside. Yeah. And then, Antonio Carter on the edge. Wow.
Yes.
He's back healthy like the old Tony that we knew before. And, it frees up Chris and some of those other guys. But
Correct.
You have to be impressed with how physical that defense played tonight.
Oh, yeah. Tony came back last week, and I just remember Chauncey coming to Coach Blade and myself, and he said, hey, Coach, 9-9 said he's ready. And I said, well, let's throw him in the game
yes.
then, right? But I just, I walked past him for 4 weeks, and I said, man, listen, at some point in time in this season, I'm going to play with my number one DN just like everyone else is playing with their number one DN. And, he came out. He's been preparing. He's been doing the right things. Defensively, they read their keys. They did what they were supposed to do. They played together, and they ran to the football, and I think that's why they had a really good game today.
Well, I don't think Joe Fisher has ever seen Chauncey Gooden at nose with those two big guys at threes.
No, I don't think he has.
Yeah, wait till you spring that one on him.
Wait till 5-5 shows back up.
Oh, no. Holy cow, when he's just bull rushing that center. Man. You've got some great options moving forward.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm excited about where we're going. I just love the brotherhood that we have right now. Every other team, any other team could be in the dumps right now about where they are, about the record, and we don't care about that. How do we go 1-0 in that week? How do we do our best? How do we come out and prepare to win every single football game? And if we come up short, that's okay. We got to learn from it, but we're not going to keep coming up short. I want us to learn how to win football games, and that's what we're doing. We're learning how to win football games, and I think people take that for granted.
Well, they certainly learned tonight. They did it from start to finish. Hey,
yes, sir.
Congratulations. Great to see you.
Man.
All right. Thank y'all so much, man. Thank you for coming to the game. We enjoy every bit of it.
Appreciate it. Thank you very much.
All
Coach
right.
Jamie Graham, big win tonight, 23-0. And obviously for those, you mentioned it earlier, playoffs are not an option for them this year. There were some things from the past, and so dealing with all of that. And but boy, I give them a lot of credit because they could say, and we've been around teams before, we got nothing to play for. You've heard that before. These guys played like they had a lot to play for tonight.
But I think the great thing that Jamie does is he talks to these guys that have already committed to schools and said, look, you have an obligation to everybody else on this team, because these guys aren't going on to the next level.
Right.
So let's win the division. And they can do that. They have Knoxville Catholic next week.
Big one.
And they can finish strong.
Yep.
And again, the pride of playing for the Lipscomb Academy Mustangs. This tradition here has been pretty good, and Jimmy's been a big part of it.
Well, tradition on that other sideline too, and I guarantee you Marty Uverard will have them ready to go again. They've got a lot to play for as well.
Especially if they get their quarterback back.
But that would be a big hope for them, I'm sure. And Werner, again, as a freshman, did not play poorly tonight. I think he had one interception, but he was under duress a lot tonight. And really, Lipscomb Academy's defense was really in command, as they were on both sides of the football. So, great night. Great to be with you once again, Coach. Thanks as always.
Hey, and congratulations on to your new gig.
Oh, thank you.
Which you're going to be calling MTSU, your alma mater, women's basketball games. Man, I can't wait to hear those calls. But I look forward to our time together here for the rest of football
Absolutely.
season.
We got a ways to go here. Absolutely. But I appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Yes,
looking
sir.
forward to it. And certainly thanks to Adam Johnson for all his work here as our producer, on-site engineer as well. Will Brown back in the studio when we get done here. He'll be back with more of the post-game show. Hal back on the board. He'll be with him in the studio as well. Certainly thanks to our sponsors, Omni Nashville Hotel, Wesley Mortgage, Strike and Spare Family Fund Centers, Freeman Webb, Roy's Meat Service, and Medical House Calls. And, of course, tomorrow, Prep Football Talk, 8 o'clock. A chance to just keep it going. And then big opportunity. We got South Carolina at Alabama. Got that at 10:30 tomorrow morning. And then TSU, Greg Pogue at home against Eastern Illinois. That's a 4:30 airtime tomorrow as well.
They got a lot going on out there at TSU.
Yes, they do.
With Stephen A. Smith in town.
That's right.
That is great. It's
a busy week.
No question.
Coach, good to see you. Enjoyed
good to
it.
see you, buddy.
We'll do it again next week.
Yes, sir.
Thanks for being with us. Final score again, Lipscomb Academy 23, MBA nothing. I'm Joe Fisher. We'll see you next week on WNSR Nashville Sports Radio.
Hey, this is Greg Pogue inviting you to come hang out every Saturday morning for 2 hours of shows from the iconic Roy's Meat Service in East Nashville. First at 8 o'clock, 13th season of Prep Football Talk presented by Freeman Webb with co-host Coach Bubba Spears. Then following that at 9 from Roy's, it's the return of One-on-One with Greg Pogue, also presented by Freeman Webb. That's Saturday morning at 8 with Prep Football Talk. And then One-on-One with Greg Pogue at 9, all presented by Freeman Webb from Roy's Meat Service in East Nashville.
Are you a victim of the timeshare trap and think there's no way out? I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group, the original timeshare cancellation expert. And I'm here to tell you that there is a way out. All you need to do is give my office a call. I will send you a timeshare exit information kit absolutely free, explaining how the timeshare industry works and your options for cancellation.
Call now for your free info kit, 800-328-9696. That's 800-328-9696.
When the arena lights dim for a concert, or when the crowd becomes one at a big game, you can almost feel like you're the biggest fan. But who's your biggest fan? It's the person that will get you home safely after a night of drinking. It's the person who looks out for your life to make sure you leave the stadium with someone sober. This could be a designated driver or someone who offers to get you a ride share. Because in Tennessee, fans don't let fans drive drunk. Brought to you by the Tennessee Highway Safety Office, a division of the Tennessee Department of Safety and Homeland Security.
With more than 18,000 apartments, Freeman Webb apartment communities must be managed with expertise. Professionals who care about the quality of your residence, upkeep, cleanliness, and safety. Freeman Webb is affiliated with the most dynamic realtors in Nashville and the surrounding areas. Whether your needs are commercial or residential, their highly trained realtors will assist you in attaining all of your real estate goals. Since 1979, when founded by Bill Freeman and Jimmy Webb, and now led by Bob Freeman, visit freemanwebb.com to find out so much more.
It's the MidState Checkdown High School Football Game of the Week. Exclusively on your home for the best high school football coverage in Tennessee. WNSR, Nashville's first 24-hour sports station.
It's a wrap-up. Final score, WNSR MidState Checkdown Game of the Week. Lipscomb Academy with an impressive shutout win, 23-0 over Montgomery Bell Academy. I mean, how this is the Lipscomb Academy team. Everyone, feeling like they're struggling. They're coming in. They came in at 1-5. They leave this game at 2-5. As Joe and Pete talked with the winning head coach, Jamie Graham, who has a lot of ties to Nashville and pretty much on his second stint at Lipscomb Academy, former Vanderbilt alum, played football, basketball there in the SEC. But, I say all that to say this. I made a joke earlier, but it wasn't necessarily a joke. I mean, Lipscomb Academy is probably one of the best 1-5 teams I've seen in the state of Tennessee because they have endured such a tough schedule. And when you look at that record and you look down, I mean, they are playing or will play their final regular season game against a team out of New Jersey. So that would then make 4 teams from a different state.
Yeah, that's impressive. And we kind of talked about how this, without the possibility of playoffs and everything for them, this is a good learning year, right? To learn, have the team learn each other a little bit, learn the plays, kind of experience some new schools, some bigger teams maybe. And Coach mentioned it too, that they're only 0-1 in the region right now, which for them is the important thing, I feel like, right? They're still doing pretty good in their region. They still could be successful. And that's a decent goal to look to.
Yeah, that it is. And when you look at this program, I mean, the sky's the limit. The amount of underclassmen that were out there playing for both squads.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
I mean, I teased earlier. I was like, "Here, you want to hear a terrible bar joke? A 9th grader and an 8th grader walk onto a varsity football field." No, it literally happened.
Yeah.
And both guys did a good job.
Yeah, absolutely. And we talked about too. If you had asked me yesterday, I would have thought you had to be in high school to play high school football. And apparently that's not the case. And I'll tell you what, he did a pretty darn good job coming out here today and showing what he can do.
And we're speaking of in Ty Snell, I mean, at halftime, 13 of 17.
Yeah.
I mean, albeit, as Pete Cordelli talked about it, when you look at the analytics, a lot of the passes were from 5 to 15 yards, so short to intermediate. Hey, it doesn't matter. I think what matters is you get on-the-job experience, and you're starting, as the game matriculates, you're starting to get comfortable. And then it doesn't help, well, it does help, that you have a exceptional offensive line in front of you. So when you have a good offensive line, you got some good receivers to throw the football to, and 5 different running backs.
Yeah, wow.
Carrying the football. I mean, he was literally set up for success tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, at this point for him, especially with the situation this year, it's all about just getting reps, I feel like, and getting more comfortable being out there on the field and throwing the ball. And it makes it a lot easier when you have a good line to give you some time back there and make sure you're not feeling a lot of pressure. So you can just get out there and be comfortable and throw good passes.
We'll get to some scores here. WNSR MidState Checkdown Game of the Week brought to you by Wesley Mortgage, Medical House Calls, Tim Leeper Roofing, Omni Nashville Hotel, and Strike and Spare Family Fun Centers. We are actually live from the Strike and Spare Family Fun Center studios. With all that being stated, first quarter report, Lipscomb 23. MBA did not get on the board. Lipscomb gets their second win of the season. Right now, the MyTV 30 game of the week, Nashville Christian Columbia Academy. Nashville Christian 36, Columbia Academy 7. That's another squad you want to watch out for out in the Bellevue area. Nashville Christian, man. And Jared Curtis, he's been out there slinging it all evening. Donaldson Christian Academy at 6-1 this year. They run Clarksville Academy off the field 51-3, a final score. The Webb School out in Bell Buckle, Tennessee. Webb School right now, early stages, fourth quarter, that scored 27-17 over Davidson Academy. So a Division II Middle East game, and that's enough. That's another tough division as well. Franklin Road Academy 12, Battleground Academy, who came off of a 51-point win over Pope John Paul Preparatory School last week. 61-10 was that final. Well, they find themselves down by 2 touchdowns, 12-0 to a very well-coached Franklin Road Academy team. Ensworth 24, Father Ryan at games in the fourth quarter. Beach, the Buccaneers out of Sumner County, right now beating Henry County, a school at 3-3, looking to improve. They're an up-and-down program. Beach 35 and Henry County 16. Fayette Ware 17-7 over Obion County, and the record combined for those two teams, 1-12. Who do you think has the one win?
I don't know, honestly.
Obion County. That was when you should have just, that's when guessing was okay. Harpeth 13. Joe Burns has not gotten on the board. Last score update, I got Shelbyville in the fourth quarter, 41-7 over Spring Hill. And who right now in Class 4A can stop Marshall County? We'll find that out as the season matures. But right now, they're beating Montgomery Central 41-0.
Ooh. Man.
Giles County 43, Grundy County 8. That game's still going on, and try to get you some score updates from Centennial Brentwood in Cane Ridge and East Nashville. Innovation Academy, a new program out of Springfield. I mean, they really struggled versus Westbrook Christian. The last score update I got from that game was Westbrook Christian 35. Innovation Academy has not gotten on the board. Innovation Academy in 7, now 8 games. Well, we'll say 7 because we don't have a final score. Have scored 43 points the entire season.
That's tough, man.
Yeah, it's been a tough year for the Upstart program out there in Robinson County. Some final scores from yesterday. Really fun football game. Rossview McGavick came down to the final seconds. Rossview with a 5-point win, 17-12 over McGavick. And Providence blanking Ezel Harding out of Antioch, Tennessee, 43-0. And speaking of another Antioch program, the Antioch Bears right now currently on a 3-game losing streak. And that's a team with 2 pretty tough games, Stewart's Creek and Smyrna, I believe, to finish the season. So if they can find a way to either get 2 or 1 of 2, they're going to go into the playoffs. I mean, with a 5-5 record, but I think a lot of schools are going to be looking at Antioch and they're going to be scratching their head like, oh, okay, we might want to show up, or we might get shipped out. But here's what we'll do. We got a couple of interviews lined up. We'll take a break. We'll come right back, get you some more scores around the Mid-State area and all over the state of Tennessee. Our final score, Lipscomb Academy 23, MBA 0. This is the WNSR Mid-State Checkdown Game of the Week post-game wrap-up show brought to you by Wesley Mortgage, Medical House Calls, Tim Leeper Roofing, Omni Nashville Hotel, and Strike and Spare Family Fun Centers. Fans, stay tuned. We'll be right back.
It's the NFL on Sports USA, and we're a mile high as the Los Angeles Chargers head to the mountains to take on the Denver Broncos. The Bolts are electric thanks to Justin Herbert and a lad named McConkey.
McConkey again, and how he kept his feet in, I have no idea.
Denver has a new sheriff in town leading the Broncos, the rookie Bo Nix. It's the Chargers at the Broncos this Sunday on Sports USA.
Coverage starts at 2:30, live on WNSR Nashville Sports Radio.
Hey, the next time you need urgent care, instead of sitting in a dreaded waiting room, call Medical House Calls to give you the care you need in the comfort of your home, office, or wherever you are. Medical House Calls treats everything an urgent care can and provides a variety of preventative health care services, including IV therapy, NAD, and a cutting-edge weight loss program that is proven to work. Medical House Calls delivers the highest quality care for children, adults, and seniors. Scheduling appointments is super easy. Go to medicalhousecalls.com, medicalhousecalls.com, and click on Schedule an Appointment. It's that easy. Medical House Calls. The nearest clinic is where you are.
Hey, this is Greg Pug, and while Nashville might be changing and shifting around us, the inner soul and vibe of the city remains vibrant and very much alive. Take an iconic location like Roy's Meat Service in East Nashville. It's the place around the corner with the finest prime meats and amazing meals served by wonderful people and anything else you might need without going to the big box store. Roy's Meat Service is a preferred caterer of the Nashville Cats. Give them a call at 615-227-2583 or visit roymeatservice.com.
Hey Nashville, start your day the right way with Bongo Java Cafe, located in the lobby of the Omni Nashville Hotel. Bongo Java is Nashville's oldest local coffee company. Get your day started with a freshly baked muffin and wash it down with a hot cup of dark roast or hair of the dog blend. With free Wi-Fi, you can get some work done while enjoying a toasted breakfast sandwich. Beat the traffic, treat yourself at Bongo Java Cafe, located in the lobby of the Omni Nashville Hotel, 5th Avenue, downtown Music City.
It's the MidState Checkdown High School Football Game of the Week. Exclusively on your home for the best high school football coverage in Tennessee. WNSR, Nashville's first 24-hour sports station.
And we're live. WNSR Mid-State Checkdown Game of the Week. This is the post-game wrap-up show. Lipscomb Academy with an impressive win over Montgomery Bell Academy, 23-0. But we have the current voice of Donaldson Christian Academy on the line with us. I'm pretty sure you know who this guy is. He's quite the popular one here at the radio station. Yes, I am a little jealous. He is on the JB and General Show with John Burton, and he also has a podcast on the weekends with John Burton and Keith Bullock, so he gets to hang around with all the cool people. Let's welcome in Patton Cook. What's going on?
Will, I'm doing very well. You are right at the top of the coolness list, so I'm putting this right at the top of the resume. Thanks for having me on.
Oh, you just want to invite to the cookout. You already got that. But when you look at tonight's game, and in all honesty, I appreciate all the kind words. But when you look at tonight's game, I'm looking at Donaldson Christian Academy. I mean, this is a school that, you know, has had their fair share of ups and downs. I mean, they went 7-5 last year. They ran into Friendship Christian in the quarterfinal round of the playoffs and were unsuccessful. And then if you go all the way back to 22, I mean, they have been finding ways to win. And this year, when you look at the schedule pattern, I mean, they took a tough loss. But other than that, man, the good times are rolling at Donaldson Christian Academy. Talk about tonight's game and what were some good things that went on in that 51-3 win over Clarksville Academy.
Well, not a whole lot went wrong for them, to be completely honest with you. And this has kind of been, and you make a good point, it's been a culminating kind of performance these past couple of years. They've started early with Mitchell Carey. He got a start his sophomore year here at DCA, and right now all the way in his senior season. So this is a quarterback for DCA that's played a lot of football, has got a lot of experience, has had his fair share of success and maybe some lessons learned as well, and they are certainly benefiting from that for sure. So this season has been a lot of fun for DCA. Columbia Academy has really been the only, I guess, low spot of the year. Their only loss this year, and right now they are losing to Nashville Christian, a team that DCA will play here in the next couple of weeks. But overall, the season has been terrific. Tonight, specifically, King Gardner, their sophomore running back who eclipsed 1,000 yards on the season already this season, had a very impressive night, got the first 2 touchdowns to kick it off against a very young Clarksville Academy team. But overall, they've had one hiccup this season, and for the most part, I mean, you've got the stars like Carson Steed, the University of Tennessee commit in the 2026 class. I believe he's a junior this season. But overall, it's been a really fun season for DCA, and they wrapped up their home schedule. They've got 2 big away games to have a chance to win the region.
Yeah, and it's funny, when you look at the region right now, Donaldson Christian Academy is sitting in 3rd, and we're now watching the top 2 teams in their region play right now. So Go ahead.
Yeah, and it's been funny because Columbia Academy gave everything that DCA could handle. They lost pretty handily in that football game, and if things stand right now with Nashville Christian, as you guys are mentioning right now on our television sets, it would set up for a huge Week 10 matchup between 2 pretty good quarterbacks. Obviously, one is being scouted right now by the University of Georgia, so on and so forth, in Jared Curtis, but major matchup in the potential for Week 10 if Nashville Christian and DCA take care of business. But this has been a nice region of maybe not the most talent on the field compared to schools like Oakland and your CPAs and Lipscomb Academy like you guys had tonight. But this has been a fun region to watch this year.
Yeah, that it has. And when you look at Division II from 1A all the way up to AAA, it's kind of known to be the best division of football in the state of Tennessee. And I think from top to bottom, that statement is proved correct, especially this year.
Certainly has, because you've got guys that maybe before were going to some of the other schools throughout the mid-state. They're staying put at schools like Lipscomb Academy. I mean, right now colleges have shown they are willing to absolutely plant their flag here in the Middle Tennessee area. And it's not just Tennessee. It's all over, like you guys know. But DCA kind of getting their first big prospect on the board. And once that happens, guys, you guys know it. Once you get a big prospect like that committed to a Power 5 in an SEC school like Tennessee, you're more and more likely to kind of have those talents maybe stick around or maybe come over to your side of the city. And DCA certainly benefited that, and a couple other teams as well.
Yeah, the talent here in Tennessee, I mean, it's always been here. I mean, you and I both know that growing up here in the mid-state area, but when you look up and down the state rankings here in Tennessee for the class of 2025, I mean, you have Tennessee, you have Kentucky, Limestone, Ball State, Purdue. The landscape of college football has come to a realization that says, well, there's a lot of talent in the volunteer state.
It certainly has, and it's with the growth of Nashville. When Nashville grows, everything else does as well, and it's not just the Nashville area. We know it all too well with Oakland and the Rutherford County. So it's been amazing to watch. Grown up here, born and raised here in Nashville, and the Nashville I grew up in now is a whole lot different. And I'm not that old either. Will, me and you are right around the same age, so you know it as well. The change has been amazing. It's good to have the quality of high school football that we have, and you can go around just about any school here in the Mid-State, and you're going to be in for a treat with a lot of talent on display.
Yeah, that you will. I mean, it's always fun to watch these young men play every week, but it's always cool to catch up with you when we can. I know, like myself, you got a lot of occupations going on in the media, so when we can catch up with you, it's always a fun thing. But thanks for calling in. And continue with the good work over at DCA. You're doing a great job.
Guys, I appreciate it. You guys do a great job here on WNSR, do a fantastic job. You pair along Pete Cordelli and Joe Fisher nicely. So shout out Hal and Will. You guys do a great job. We'll talk to you down the road here. Football and high school football coming to a close here fast, unfortunately.
I know. It's here, but have a good night, man.
You too. Thanks, guys.
No problem. That's Patton Cook, the voice of Donaldson Christian Academy, does the NFHS streams out there at his alma mater, Donaldson Christian Academy. Get to a few more scores. I think we'll have a couple more guys coming on to talk about their programs. Couple guys, a lot of schools in the Mid-State area on fall break, so not as many games as normal. But we'll start with this one. East Robinson shutting out Trousdale County 48-0. Oliver Springs squeaks out one versus Whitwell 29-28. Giles County with a big win over Grundy County. Giles County will go to 4-3. Grundy County falling to 3-4 on the year. A 49-8 win. In that matchup, Gordonsville 46, Red Bowling Springs with a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. York Institute gets by Stone Memorial by 6, 27-21. Shelbyville 54, Spring Hill 7, Wayne County 26, and Cornersville 25. Sycamore 42, Cheatham County 6, McKenzie 42, Houston County 13, McEwen 42-18 in their football game. Bearden 38-19 win over Cleveland. Fulton 35-7 over the winless Seymour program. Wartburg 48-38 win over Oakdale. Chattanooga Central right now over Brainerd. That's a final 27-0. So what we'll do, we'll take a break. We'll be right back. Got a few more scores. A couple guys lined up talking about their teams. This is the WNSR Mid-State Checkdown Game of the Week, brought to you by Wesley Mortgage, Medical House Call, Tim Leeper Roofing, Omni Nashville Hotel, and Strike and Spare Family Fun Centers. Fans, stay tuned.
When was the last time you did something fun with family, friends, coworkers, and clients? What if I told you about a place under one roof that offers affordable entertainment for all ages? That's what you'll find at Strike and Spare Family Fun Centers in Donaldson, Hermitage, Tusculum, Hendersonville, and Murfreesboro, with bowling, games, food, drink, and entertainment for all ages. Enjoy an enhanced experience in Hendersonville or Murfreesboro, where they feature additional fun with bumper cars, laser tag, roller skating, and more. All locations are open 7 days a week, including holidays. Visit online at strikeandspare.com. Strike and Spare, where fun is bowling.
I love playing sports, especially for my school. And that's because school sports are special. It's where it's safe to fail. It's where we're taught resilience, where our fear becomes confidence. It's where we learn to get back up after every fall. School sports are where 7.8 million students go from I can't to I can.
This message presented by the TSSAA and the Tennessee Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Hey, this is Greg Pogue inviting you to come hang out every Saturday morning for 2 hours of shows from the iconic Roy's Meat Service in East Nashville. First at 8 o'clock, 13th season of Prep Football Talk presented by Freeman Webb with co-host Coach Bubba Spears. Then following that at 9 from Roy's, it's the return of One-on-One with Greg Pogue, also presented by Freeman Webb. That's Saturday morning at 8 with Prep Football Talk. And then One-on-One with Greg Pogue at 9, all presented by Freeman Webb from Roy's Meat Service in East Nashville.
Are you a victim of the timeshare trap and think there's no way out? I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group, the original timeshare cancellation expert. And I'm here to tell you that there is a way out. All you need to do is give my office a call. I will send you a timeshare exit information kit absolutely free, explaining how the timeshare industry works and your options for cancellation.
Call now for your free info kit. 800-328-9696. That's 800-328-9696.
School sports are played by humans, coached by humans, and officiated by humans. So the next time you're sitting in the stands at a school athletic event, please remember this and maintain your humanity, especially when it comes to judging and critiquing athletes, coaches, and officials. Please show your fellow humans some respect. They'll appreciate your empathy.
This message presented by the TSSAA and the Tennessee Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Man, I loved playing high school sports growing up. And it's fun being a fan now, don't get me wrong, but sitting in the stands feels like I'm missing out on all the action, you know? I wanted to get back in the game, so I signed up to be a high school official. It takes me back to my playing days. I'm supporting students, and I get paid to make the big calls. Do you want to see the game up close? Sign up to become an official in Tennessee at highschoolofficials.com.
It's the MidState Checkdown High School Football Game of the Week, exclusively on your home for the best high school football coverage in Tennessee. WNSR, Nashville's first 24-hour sports station.
We are back. WNSR MidState Checkdown Game of the Week. Final score in our broadcast: Lipscomb Academy 23, MBA 0. With the win, Lipscomb Academy will improve to 2-5 on the year. Montgomery Bell Academy falls to 3-5 on their young season. But right now we have the voice of the Westmoreland Eagles on the line. Jeff Combs, your team coming off of a major win on October 3rd versus East Robinson. Final score in that game, 7-6. I know this is your bye week, also going into fall break as well. Man, Jeff, talk about this Westmoreland program right now sitting at 3-0 in Class 2A Region 3.
Well, it's great to talk to you. I missed you last week.
I know, I missed you too.
It was a big game last week. That was a fun one Thursday night out at East Robertson. That Westmoreland won 7-6. Scored a touchdown with 37 seconds left to go in the game, and then held on as East Robertson and the Groves nearly drove all the way down the field to score again. So it was an exciting game, and that one put us in the driver's seat for a Region 3 2A championship. We have two more region games left, one against Smith County, who last I heard was up 28-7. You would know that score better than I would. And then one more against Trousdale County. If we beat Smith County next week, that will clinch the region title for the Eagles. Now, if we lose, there's a chance for a three-way tie, and then things get messy after that.
And then you have to do the old Friday Night Lights. I don't know if it was true or not. Coin toss to I highly doubt that'll happen. But
I don't think it'll get to that.
Yeah, no, I won't get that. I don't think it'll get that. I won't say desperate, but I don't think it would get that entertaining, if you would. But yeah, when you look at Smith County, man, I mean, a team that has only won 2 games this year. They are 2-6 right now. They defeated Jackson County 35-14. So a big homecoming win for the Owls from Carthage, Tennessee. So shout out to them getting win number 2. So that now puts them at 2-1 in the region. And I'll say this about your program, Jeff. When you guys win close, you make it exciting. I mean, I know the Clay County game probably comes back into your head. That was a fun 17-14 win in week 2.
It was. This one just really took the top of all of it because everyone knew what was at stake with this game. The Clay County, of course, was a big, fun game. That one's a rivalry with what we've got going on. And it wouldn't surprise me. You have some close games coming up. But no, this game this last week was different, Willie. I mean, I don't know how else to describe it compared to other close games that you're in. And then there's ones that are special, and that one was special.
When you look at Smith County, have you had a chance to look at film, or what should the fans know about Smith County?
I know they had to replace a lot of players from last season, and so they're young, and sometimes that becomes very dangerous. They had a really tough schedule at the front end of their season, and now that they're getting a couple games under the belt, they've beaten Trousdale County, they've beaten Jackson County, and haven't had this week off as well. I'm interested to see how the difference in rest versus rust comes up next week. That Smith County has kept playing, and they played tonight. If that week off that the Eagles had, is it going to be more rest that our boys needed, or is rust going to come into play and Smith County comes in and sneaks up on us and keeps the momentum going? I don't know, but I know they're young, I know they're athletic, and there's been a big rivalry in all sports between Smith County and Westmoreland lately, so they would love nothing more than to derail our season.
When you look at this team, this is always a fun question for me to ask. You have a lot of programs now. They're in their portion of the season that we know who they are. Did you think that Westmoreland would be sitting at 6-1 and potentially doing something that they have not done since 2022, which is go 4-0 in the region?
To be honest, no, I did not. I did not see this one coming. I thought we would be a very solid team. I thought we would make the playoffs, and I thought the foundation parts would be there for this team. But what they're doing right now has been really impressive to me. I give a lot of credit to Chad Perry and Ryan Harris and the coaching staff, especially Ryan Harris, who's been coaching our defense, and they have been lights out this season. But Chad Perry's doing the same thing, and offensively, they've been putting up points that I hadn't seen Westmoreland put up in a long, long time. So did I see being where we are right now? No, I didn't. But I saw us fighting for a home playoff spot, and I think that's kind of right where we ended up. And we're just in driver's seat as opposed to trying to need some help.
Interesting. Well, hey, Jeff, it's always fun to talk to you. And you know, the Sumner County announcers, y'all have a special place in my heart. So
I do.
Hey, man, continue the good work. And it's always fun listening to you guys. And hopefully next week we're talking about a win and a 4-0 record for the Westmoreland Eagles. Have a good night, Jeff.
All right, thanks, Billy. Hopefully talk about a region champ. That'd be great, too. All right, Billy, have a good one.
Oh, man, if Westmoreland's able to do that, man, it's going to be some good times down there in the rural area of Sumner County. I think we got one more interview, but what we'll do, we'll go through some scores, and then we'll get that individual in. And how, man, when you look at tonight, my comment from earlier, you have a lot of teams now. And speaking of a lot of teams, this Nashville Christian team, 46-7 now in the fourth quarter versus Columbia Academy. They're just all over the Bulldogs out of Columbia, Tennessee. It's just been the Jared Curtis show. But you're now seeing teams be who they are. And I'll go back to my point with Lipscomb Academy. I don't think people thought they would have been 2-5, but we all knew that this year had some potential to not to take a backslide, if you would. But, you know, we knew with a first-year head coach and things like that, there were going to be adjustments made. But I will say this, and going back to our game tonight, Lipscomb Academy is a very scary team, and a lot of people know, especially Westmoreland, a team that, you know, everybody has that one school they always follow, and you want to see good things. And for mine, it's Westmoreland. But to go back to our broadcast, man, you know, just some interesting teams, and that's just TSSAA high school football for you. If you would have told me that MBA and Lipscomb Academy would have been coming into a game with a losing record, I'd have been like, we're not talking about Montgomery Bell Academy, are we? And Lipscomb Academy? Oh, no, we really are.
Yeah, no, I definitely know, at least for sure Lipscomb, I've heard they have a decent reputation, you know, of being a pretty good team and coming out here and showing people what they have. And like you said, it just matter of having a first-year head coach and making adjustments and learning the curve a little bit. And I think they did a pretty good job at that. And, you know, they can be proud of what they did tonight, I think.
All right. Well, hey, man, we got a caller. So let's go ahead and get that caller in. Hey, caller, how's it going? Where you calling from?
Hey, Will, it's Tim Swift, man. I was out of DCA and Clarksville Academy tonight.
Ooh, that was a rough night, man.
Well, rough if you're a Clarksville Academy guy. 51-3 was the score. DCA wins that one. I was out there to see Carson Sneed If guys don't know, UT fans don't know, he is a 3 or in some cases a 4-star tight end for DCA. Looked pretty good tonight, had a touchdown in the first quarter. And that, man, another guy, King Gardner, running back, junior, little guy, maybe 5'7", 5'8", had 121 yards and a couple of touchdowns in the first half. So impressive performances by DCA. I think DCA now 7-1 on the season, and they're going to have a big showdown at the end of the season in a couple weeks here against Nashville Christian. That could decide the 1A D2 region championship in the middle region.
Well, Tim, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, I think you had a really good MNPS game yesterday with McGavick and Rossview. Were you able to get out to that game?
Yeah, McGavick was an interesting game. Of course, McGavick's one of the few Metro teams that was actually playing this week. Metro's on fall break. Their starting quarterback from McGavick goes down in the first quarter. So essentially McGavick's offense is running a lot of wildcat, a lot of just kind of trick plays, and their defense and their running ability really kept them in that ball game. McGavick not having the best season at 2-5 going into that game, and Rossview, one of the powers in Clarksville, 6-1 going into that game, didn't think it was going to be as close as it was. Rossview needed essentially a pass breakup in the end zone at the end of the game to win and win that one 17-12. And it bodes well for McGavick, maybe not just for this year, but for the future. You can see Coach Burnett over there at McGavick's kind of got things in the right direction, despite the fact that they've had a ton of injuries this season. But you can kind of see some positive things for them. And for Rossview, they've got a couple of big games left, including Clarksville High, I think, next week, and that'll decide the region championship for them.
Yeah, McGavick has always been one of those programs that are, 3 to 4 good players away from making a lot of noise. But it's always fun to follow Metro football, and McGavick is one of those programs that it's like when you see them winning, you see them doing good things. They're one of the oldest high schools here in the Nashville area, so it's always good to see some W's come out of that Donaldson area at McGavick and at Donaldson Christian Academy as well.
And of course, you've got Pearl Cone, of course, winning the state championship a year ago in 4A, East being a finalist in 3A the last few years. So, Metro has produced the talent. And again, with a lot of these schools for Metro, it's about finding a quarterback. And I know that sounds real simple, but if they can find those kids that can throw the football, you'd be surprised how much those programs would improve.
Yeah, and I mean, look, man, the track athletes that are out there on the field, too, especially for a lot of those MNPS schools. But, hey, Tim, appreciate you calling in, and let's try to keep this relationship going. I know you've been in the industry for years, man, and it's always fun to kind of talk to those hidden gem guys that cover high school football here in the state of Tennessee. And, man, I want to let you know, and I mean this with everything in me, and you do a great job covering high school football here in the Nashville area.
Man, Will, I appreciate it, man.
All right, no problem, man. Have a good night. That was Tim Swift, who also covered the DCA game here tonight. And the final score in that game, DCA 51 and Clarksville Academy 3. And it looks like Nashville Christian has won their game 45-7 over Columbia Academy in the MyTV 30 game of the week. And, man, before we go to break, Jarrett Curtis, the number 9 ranked quarterback in the class of 2026.
Yeah, that's impressive, man. He's got quite an arm on him. Play a game well.
Yeah, that he did. So that's one final score. We got a few more to report, and then it will be all she wrote here for the WNSR MidState Checkdown game of the week. We'll take our final break. We'll be right back. Stay tuned.
When the arena lights dim for a concert, or when the crowd becomes one at a big game, you can almost feel like you're the biggest fan. But who's your biggest fan? It's the person that will get you home safely after a night of drinking. It's the person who looks out for your life to make sure you leave the stadium with someone sober. This could be a designated driver or someone who offers to get you a ride share. Because in Tennessee, fans don't let fans drive drunk. Brought to you by the Tennessee Highway Safety Office, a division of the Tennessee Department of Safety and Homeland Security.
With more than 18,000 apartments, Freeman Webb apartment communities must be managed with expertise. Professionals who care about the quality of your residence, upkeep, cleanliness, and safety. Freeman Webb is affiliated with the most dynamic realtors in Nashville and the surrounding areas. Whether your needs are commercial or residential, their highly trained realtors will assist you in attaining all of your real estate goals. Since 1979, when founded by Bill Freeman and Jimmy Webb, and now led by Bob Freeman, visit freemanwebb.com to find out so much more.
It's the NFL on Sports USA, and we're a mile high as the Los Angeles Chargers head to the mountains to take on the Denver Broncos. The Bolts are electric thanks to Justin Herbert and a lad named McConkey.
McConkey again, and how he kept his feet in, I have no idea.
Denver has a new sheriff in town leading the Broncos, the rookie Bo Nix. It's the Chargers at the Broncos this Sunday on Sports USA.
Coverage starts at 2:30, live on WNSR Nashville Sports Radio.
Hey, the next time you need urgent care, instead of sitting in a dreaded waiting room, call Medical House Calls to give you the care you need in the comfort of your home, office, or wherever you are. Medical House Calls treats everything an urgent care can and provides a variety of preventative healthcare services, including IV therapy, NAD, and a cutting-edge weight loss program that is proven to work. Medical House Calls delivers the highest quality care for children, adults, and seniors. Scheduling appointments is super easy. Go to medicalhousecalls.com, medicalhousecalls.com, and click on Schedule an Appointment. It's that easy. Medical House Calls. The nearest clinic is where you are.
It's the MidState Checkdown High School Football Game of the Week. Exclusively on your home for the best high school football coverage in Tennessee. WNSR, Nashville's first 24-hour sports station.
Final minutes of the WNSR MidState Checkdown Game of the Week. Final score in our broadcast: Lipscomb Academy 23-0 win over MBA. And how I think when you look at this game, some really interesting things stood out to me. Neither team was able to score in the second and fourth quarter, but total offense, man, for MBA had 89 yards rushing and only 6 first downs. Now, on the opposite end, Lipscomb Academy with 22 first downs had 194 yards passing and 181 receiving and 194 yards rushing. I mean, I think you had a couple carries out there tonight for Lipscomb Academy, but just a joke. But that, to make the point, I mean, they used a lot of running backs. 5 running backs were able to tote the rock for Lipscomb Academy tonight. And, man, I think our player of the game, well, wasn't the player of the game, but one guy that really stuck out, man, Ty Snell, 15 of 21, 176 yards passing. Didn't throw a touchdown pass, but more importantly, didn't throw an interception either.
Right, yeah, and I think we heard that NBA had an interception from, I think he was a freshman quarterback, if I'm not mistaken, which, with both of them, it takes time to learn a little bit. And, of course, with the NBA quarterback, some of that was probably due to the pressure that he was getting with his offensive line not helping him out as much as they probably could or should have. But, yeah, it's good for them, I think, to get in there and learn. And, yeah, like you said, that Ty Snell did a really good job tonight. And, he'll learn. He'll get better. He's got time, man.
Yeah, I mean, literally did a great job managing the game. Drew Patterson, the player of the game, 19 carries, 98 yards, 2 rushing touchdowns, had over 100 total, had 1 reception for 4 yards. Leading receiver for Lipscomb Academy with receptions, Lex Baskin, 4 catches for 29 yards, but receiving yards, Bo Strickland, 2 receptions for 57. And that freshman quarterback that you aforementioned, Charlie Verner, the freshman starting quarterback at NBA, 10 of 16, 89 yards through an interception. But I think this is one of the few times I've seen or heard NBA just really get dominated out on the field. I mean, as I said earlier, neither team scored in the second or fourth quarter.
Yeah, I know. It's kind of crazy. And, I'm not from this area, obviously, so I don't know much about the high school sports that go on around here, but I've heard a lot, and from what I've been hearing around me, NBA is usually a pretty good team, and I don't think anybody expected them to get run over like that tonight, and it's hard sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, some nights are just not your night. And speaking of that, man, it wasn't Father Ryan's night. Innsworth with a 24-7 win over Father Ryan Beach, 21-3. Last score update I got in that game. Campbell County losing to Carnes 32-25. Walker Valley in the fourth quarter right now versus East Hamilton. Walker Valley 28, East Hamilton 17. Asheville Christian 46-7 over Columbia Academy. Westview 48-6 win versus Bolivar Central. Bearden 38-19 victory versus Cleveland. Franklin Road Academy stretches their football game away from Battleground Academy 39-14. This is a BGA team coming in, averaging well over 45 points per game, held to their season low of 14 here in this contest. Carter losing to Gibbs 42-28. Covington with a one-sided victory against Liberty Tech Magnet 62-6. Tennessee High defeating David Crockett, a matchup of two East Tennessee teams, a 35-point win for Tennessee High, 55-20 going on right now. Sevier County 37, Morristown Hamblin West 7. So right now a 30-point lead for Sevier County. Huntington out in the West Tennessee area over Jackson Central Mary 14-0 right now. Ray County 48, Ottawa nothing. Ray County with the win there. Moore County 27 and Collinwood 14. Obion County escapes Fayette Ware with a 13-12 win. South Haven Christian out of South Haven, Mississippi, right over the Memphis border with a 28-point win versus Tri-Cities Christian 48-20. Roane County 49, Austin East 35. That game in the fourth quarter. Giles County defeats Grundy County 49-8. Evangelical Christian with a hard-fought 14-point loss versus University School of Jackson. Gatlinburg Pittman shutting out Claiborne 56-0. Lenore City 15 and Clinton 14. So a fun matchup there. McEwen 42, Waverly Central only able to show 18 points in their efforts tonight. Loudoun shutting out Sweetwater 42-0. Unicoi County right now leading Volunteer 14-0. Harriman 14, Rockwood 10. Marion County over Forest 63-17. How a score I didn't expect to see. A really good Forest team, I want to say on the 1A level, and they lose a lopsided matchup versus Marion County. Oliver Springs 67-0 over Whitwell right now, and what's all Oliver Springs in that one, obviously. Bledsoe County defeating Polk County 21-14. It goes back to my point, Hal. I mean, a lot of teams are now, you're starting to see who teams really are, and it's getting to a point to where playoff seeding start to slowly show themselves, and teams starting to distance themselves in a region. And, you know, a lot of coaches are not necessarily going to risk their players for the playoffs. A little too early for that. But it's been a fun year of high school football so far, and we still got 2 weeks to go.
Yeah, it has been fun, and it's really cool to kind of experience the mid-state high school energy going on down here, because people are really into it. I didn't realize it was such a big deal down here. And then just hearing all the talk about like the D1 colleges coming in here and recruiting players and doing all that kind of stuff. It's really cool to see the growth and the energy that you guys have down here for football. Because where I come from, it's not quite as energetic, and it would have been nice.
Hey, it gets real down here. Beach 42-23 win over Henry County. So Beach 6-1, Henry County 4-4. Memphis Central all over a really struggling Manassas program 47-0. Walker Valley 28-17 over East Hamilton. Farragut gets the win versus Oak Ridge 28-13. And Sevier County 37-7 win over Morristown West. Try to get you some scores in Class 6A. Jefferson County 48-34 win over West Ridge. Bearden 38, Cleveland 19. So Bearden gets the victory. Bradley Central 23, Hardin Valley 17. Farragut 28-13 win versus Oak Ridge. And in Class 4A, Unicoi County 41, Volunteer 27. A score I just gave a little bit early, getting a more accurate score update from CoachT.com. So 41-27 to win. Volunteers continuing to struggle. Elizabethtown 49-20 win over Northview Academy. Chattanooga Prep squeaks by Hickson. Battle of two East Tennessee teams. Hickson struggling this year only with 2 wins. Chattanooga Prep wins 6-0.
Ooh, that was probably a close game then.
Yeah, it's probably one of the best games on the 4A level. Loudon 42-0 over Sweet-Rana. That is the official final score. Grace Christian out of Franklin, Tennessee. Right now, well, they beat Whites Creek 42-28. And Whites Creek is a young football team here in the Nashville area. And, man, I mean, that's a team you can't sleep on.
No?
Because if you do, you're going to be one of those 2 teams that gives them a win. So Whites Creek falls to 2-5 after the loss versus Grace Christian Franklin. White County defeating CAK 28-7. Silverdale Academy shutting out Signal Mountain 42-0. A battle of 2 6-2 teams. So final score in our contest: Lipscomb Academy with the win, 23-0 over MBA. Check the WNSR website for our football game next week. For Hal Burton, I'm Will Brown saying so long here from the historic studios here at WNSR. Our broadcast is brought to you by Wesley Mortgage, Medical House Call, Tim Leeper Roofing, Omni Nashville Hotel, and Strike and Spare Family Fun Centers. Good night, Nashville.
Hey, this is Greg Pugh. While Nashville might be changing and shifting around us, the inner soul and vibe of the city remains vibrant and very much alive. Take an iconic location like Roy's Meat Service in East Nashville. It's the place around the corner with the finest prime meats and amazing meals served by wonderful people and anything else you might need without going to the big box store. Roy's Meat Service is a preferred caterer of the Nashville Cats. Give them a call at 615-227-2583 or visit roymeatservice.com.
Thank you for listening to the MidState Checkdown High School Football Game of the Week. Presented by Freeman Webb, Omni Nashville Hotel, Strike and Spare Family Fun Centers, Wesley Mortgage, Medical House Calls. Next Friday, our game is FRA traveling to East Nashville. Coverage starts at 6:45.